A long night.
They are going to utterly crucify me. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Well, does someone else want to do it? Hello, guys. But do one of you two want to explain? Because I don't feel up to it. I think you guys might enjoy it more. Oh,
Right
Jesus.
now, experiencing technical
Hang on. What's in my
Please
inventory?
stand by.
There's only one way to begin this at this point. Let's do that. Successfully transferred inventory to container. Right. Do you wish to respawn? Yes. Yes, I do wish to respawn.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I deserve that.
That was epic.
So yeah, would somebody like to explain?
So we've been live and babbling for about 10 minutes or so, except for of course we haven't actually been live for those 10 minutes.
Yeah, because
Including dealing with a drone.
when you click start streaming in OBS when you're on Twitch, which I do like 3-4 times a week, it just goes live. But when you click start streaming on YouTube, there's then a preview button, which takes ages for it to respond and do anything. And then there's a start streaming button, to which it then pops up a confirmation box that says OK, and then it starts streaming, even though you've been streaming for a while. So maybe, just maybe, forgotten the entire second half of this procedure, only did the bit in OBS, and so yeah, we've been live for a little bit. Explaining, what are we talking about?
If the wasted bonus card, bingo card, had a bonus square, this would be it.
This is the one no, you can't have it filled in by default at the middle. This is just the one where you get like a free-for-all extra point. So,
wow. Okay. Well, so hey,
hello everybody.
we're live.
How's it all doing? The
So that means,
competency team is back.
so nobody has heard our plans for tonight then at this point.
No.
Yeah, we should probably cover that.
Oh
So-
my god.
Tonight, so tonight we're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna finish the Tower of Power.
Yep, we need defense for our moon base, and she's getting there. We've got a few bits and bobs, but we need to finish up building it, find a way to get up to the top of it, and also finish covering it in turrets, because this is all very important.
Let's see. You guys are gonna finish your Rasta craft, right?
Rostercraft?
Yeah. You were working on some dreadlocks last time.
What on earth? Dreadlocks?
Yeah, no, it was like building some dreadlocks.
Ah. Yes, I believe that may have been misspelled where you saw it, I'm guessing.
No, I'm not building any dreadlocks.
Oh.
No, that's
no.
Glitchy.
Okay.
I may have misread that. So you weren't building a Rastafarian spacecraft.
No, it was not a Rastafarian spacecraft, no. It was a dreadnought, and we're not going to continue that. That'll be on the next creative stream. We'll show people out when that...
Dreadnought. Now, dreadnought might actually be useful.
You're a strange man, Tastebud. But at the same time, at this point, I can't blame you, because I've not exactly done well this evening. We went and had fun with a hacker drone that said it had turned off our shields and all sorts, and as far as we could tell, hadn't actually done anything of the sort.
No, it didn't.
So yeah, our plan tonight is, to start off with, we are going to beef up the Tower of Power, because we are running low on resources, and we need to leave the moon base for a second, because I found a few things in a rather familiar fashion. You guys may recognize this methodology. I was clearing up the server, and while out and about, well, if I hold down Alt here, you can see perhaps two things. One of them, we can only see one of them at the moment. Where's the other one gone? It's like blocked by the mass of other beacons and so on. Basically, I found two of Wedgie. Wedgie just like gets shot out of the cockpit and then leaves his ship floating off into the distance, apparently. So we've got some stuff to go and recover, do a bit of a salvage mission, and then I think we might even return down to Earth. Check out what's going back there, but bit by bit. First up, we need to make sure that we can leave this place without the drones taking it to the cleaners. So this is one of the ones that may or may not spew out parts for us, but last time we did this, we were too scared of it exploding, and so we didn't actually get any of the goodies. If I remember rightly.
What's the worst that could happen?
Ready?
Yep.
I will do what I can. Just press the button.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
there
that's
we go.
cool. Where's my ship? Did you see what it just did? I mean, no, but holy shit, that's cool. Ow.
Say hello to Robert.
Oh, that's Rob. Was Rob.
It's space dust now.
Oh, John Rule, thank you very much. Congrats, Wasted.
What is Robert?
Best intro yet.
Robert
What,
is
just
Lucas's
Hex and Farrell
counterpart to Bob.
laughing like I've not heard before at my own incompetence. Yes, best intro. I love it. I'll remember it for a while, as I'm sure you all will as well. Damn you all. And we should have said thank you very much to Lady Trinaful for both the support with the sponsorship before the stream. We did say this. To be fair, this was actually mentioned. However, no one will ever hear that brief period of what happened, so
We have plausible
Says you've
deniability.
lost to the
Okay.
ether. But also a donation. Hey to the Wasted and Tex and to the Binky.
The Binky. What?
Are we
Binky?
calling Farrell Binky now? I quite like that.
I thought I was a thug.
Just got my internet back after moving. Missed a month's worth of streams. What have you done to the moon base? We're turning it into the horrible death of drones. Yes, it's best. We've basically just fortified it because I think probably during that month it got attacked and we lost a majority of the central portion that we first built. So we moved underground, recovered, and now we're building it up into a horrible place. The drones shall never approach. Unlimited tower? No. Thank you, Ashley. Ship fuel low. Okay, that's not a good sign. That means I probably need to stick some uranium in this because the banana's otherwise going to run out of fuel. The batteries are dead.
The batteries are dead on what?
On the electric banana, the batteries are basically empty. I need to
Oh,
get some
well.
uranium in there.
Oh, I'm out of hydrogen. Oh, I'm stuck in my ship and out of hydrogen. Whoops.
Well, there is some in there. It's just only in one reactor, and has it only got one small reactor? Ah, that would be why then. Roger. Yeah. Okay. That's not ideal. Really was designed to be hooked up to the base rather than just rely on that. The whole Minnesota Wolf. Who do you stream? YouTube stream controls were built in Windows Vista. No, to be fair, Windows 10 still plagues you with that. Are you absolutely sure you definitely want to do this? Because it might actually be harmful to your computer to run that file, you know? You're copying some JPEGs there, you know, they could be harmful to your computer. It's perfect. With no wedge, I can steal his landing spot.
Aha!
This was the plan all along. Just take over all of Wedgie's stuff. Now he's in Japan.
Get him to go to Japan so that you can have more stuff.
Oh, come on.
Hunter drone Mark II.
Hunter drone Mark II.
Release the Hound.
What?
I am really, really suspicious of what Lucas is up to as well. Where is it? It's 11k away. Oh, right. That's even more concerning, because if it's talking to us from 11k away, that means it's probably doing something from 11k away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the question is what?
Yeah, I don't know. I've not encountered a Hunter drone before.
No, I've not seen one that says release the Hound.
I've not. I think we've encountered the Mark 1 one. I don't think we've encountered the Mark 2. Oh, and hell, donations all over the place. Nice one, guys. Thank you very much. Hey, Wasted, how's it going? Love the stream. Also, when's SE series coming back? Are you ever going to stream with Shaq or do any Sins gameplay or Rimworld Colony? Love to see a new colony. Well, Rimworld is not something I'm giving up on by any means. As far as streaming with Shaq, yeah, that happens plenty. Always up for doing a bit of streaming with Mr. Shaq. May well be some Sea of Thieves in our future, you know?
Oh, yeah.
One might say. Set sail and whatnot. Because that was a hilarious stream, and if you haven't seen that, Twitch link down in the description. Shaq joined me and my brother for an adventure on the high seas, his first adventure, and it was hilarious.
Who else was with you there? I'm trying to remember now.
Well, at the end. At the end.
Yeah, who else was on that stream? You know, you, your brother, Shaq.
I said you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said Tex first.
Okay, I didn't hear that. All I heard was Shaq joined me and my brother.
I swear I said Tex first. I thought I said Tex first at the very least. Leave me alone. God damn it. You just have to get me now. It's going to be that night. He hates my face. Look, he's lurking as well.
Who's lurking?
The Shaq.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Well, at least he remembers your name. I mean, come on.
I don't hate your face. We had great adventures on the high seas. It was amazing. And Shaq only crashed 4 or 5 ships. Although in his defense, it's not like Tex was any better.
I was wondering when the backhanded thing was going to come. Yeah, because, you know, Wasted only managed to beach it once or twice.
I actually didn't beach it. I ran into stuff that wasn't on the beach.
Oh, my bad. I thought you ran into one island.
Pontoons and things. That's entirely different.
Oh, my bad. How dare I cast
I need to go back through that
aspersions.
stream and find out who made the most holes. That's the answer.
Oh,
you need to do a hole counter.
There were a lot of holes. There were a lot of holes.
Who's that guy I'm streaming with? Oh, Farrell. Yeah, you can check his channel out down in the description, actually. He's a nice guy.
It's so nice I didn't give you a video this week.
He didn't even give me a video this week, and I'm still giving him free promo. Look at that. That means I'm a nice guy, too. Even if I am doing... I hate not having mirroring. It'd be lovely if there was just... Even if it was some way of putting in... I don't know, like an outline of what was on the other side. You know, even if it didn't build it for you, or whatever, didn't place it for you, at least showed you what was supposed to be there. So you didn't have to spend the entire time constantly referencing the other side of your build, however far away that might be. I said me and my brother-in-law. Okay. So I did hate on Tex, but that's probably... It's Freudian. That's what it is.
It's probably deserved, to be honest. I am sure that at some point tonight I will do something to deserve such hatred. Actually, now that sounds like I'm just going to be planning it.
I think at the moment your current game is running into things, isn't it? Not just in Sea of Thieves, but I seem to remember last time we were doing this as well. The Good Intentions was a menace in the skies.
What?
I think this is a thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what are we doing with the corners that don't have turrets on them? Because we've got this little funky structure up top here.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wanted something asymmetrical because that's both fun and annoying.
You mean you're basically just ticking off all the OCD people on channel?
No, to be fair, a bit of asymmetry, but where there's some symmetry still, normally doesn't trigger them too badly. As long as you've got some levels of symmetry, you're kind of okay.
I guess the question is, what are we putting? Are we doing these same turrets around on the whole frame?
No, I don't think so. I think let's have those two corners have those big heavy cannons on, and since we started building this tower, he's added in some of those anti-aircraft ones, which with how the mounts on this are, it shouldn't matter that actually they've got quite a short arc. So like that corner you're on, I put another one of the waster turrets on. But then the other ones that haven't been built on yet, those ones I'd look at like an AA sort of setup, maybe.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
That way we got some heavier hitters and some lighter hitters.
I'm taking a leap of faith here. Mr. Krieg has been nice enough to make me some guns. that he says I will really like. So much so, he said even more than my my Mark 1 batteries up on the front.
Blasphemy.
And I'm going to give it a shot.
It wasn't that I was sighing at. Sorry, I know I was sighing at. Yeah, I think you should go for it. Stick them in there. See how good they are. You got it's named after you.
Exactly.
They really are. They have my name on it. Literally, they have my name on it.
No, I was sighing at the fact that I managed to face plant into a turret. I mean, I was just maneuvering around the tower as well. It's just these days that's what you can do if you're not paying attention. You accelerate fast enough that face planting into the turret is, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so Bob will have already grabbed all my bag contents as well, so I guess I'll go and get some... No, not those ones. There's some cool new ones, dude. Where are they?
Hmm?
Yeah, we want to use the Wedgie Skykiller, lol. The clan anti-air turrets and stuff like that.
Don't we have to put those on the ferrofibers?
No, the base for those is an optional thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's like if you want the base that is the connector for them to actually fit in with the design, then you can use that. And it is just like a base with a connector through it. But you don't have to, by any means. There's also an argument for more pikemans as well, because pikemans are amazing.
They really are.
Are amazing and look amazing. We got another donation. Mr. Cool. Not Daddy Cool, Mr. Cool. He hasn't got that far yet. It's early days. My dad lost the keys to a duty rig when needing to go to an attic fire in the middle of the night. Oh, that's not great. Thank God I found them after 15 minutes, though.
You have keys? Wow, okay.
I had a feeling Tex might have something to say about that. She was like, this is liable to trigger a Tex.
You know how every field has like things they do like to like new members jokes, like almost institutional jokes. So like, you know, in the military you'll have people like sending new people on the in the Air Force. They'll send them out to pick up 100 meters of flight line. And then when they can't find that, the new members, of course, you know, don't actually, you know, want to ask because they don't know what it is. So you send them like on a like a scavenger hunt around the airfield, looking for flight line, and of course everyone's in on it. And eventually, some guy finally, you know, after they've spent like half their day trying to look for this thing, and they finally admit that they can't find it. It's when it's like, okay, well, maybe next time, maybe we'll find it next time. So one of the things that I have been known to do in the past is when I have a brand new firefighter is I ask him to go grab the keys out of the engine. And it's amazing to me how long some people will take before they come back and go, yeah, you know, there actually aren't any keys on the engine. It's just like, you know, like got a power switch.
Yeah, just...
There's all sorts of variations on that theme. You know, there is the headlight fluid, a box of grid squares is another one that's common in the military.
Now, just to head off a question that's bound to come up both, it has come up in the stream already, but it's bound to come up again later down the line in the VOD as well. The reason you're seeing this in 720p tonight instead of 1080p is because I'm doing a bit of an experiment to see whether or not there's any value behind, because obviously everyone has a limited bit rate. There's only so high you can go before your internet connection gives up. Mine's pretty decent, but I'm wondering whether it's actually better for me to still be doing 720p using the same amount of bandwidth for 720p instead of 1080, and in the end you'll get a cleaner picture out of it anyway. I don't know if this is going to work. This, as I said, tonight's a bit of an experiment to see whether or not actually doing that is going to be a beneficial thing.
Alright, why you no place? Right about now I feel like I'm trying to find the keys on the rig. No, I don't want you to. Yeah. Come here.
Okay, so to be totally fair, I'm sure that it's a case of it was a commercial vehicle which has been since made differently for the fire service. But yeah, man, you just don't want to lose the keys to that thing. It's kind of important. But I'm glad you finally found it. I'm sure Chief had a lot to say once you guys finally got there.
In the Navy, we asked new people to find sound-powered phone batteries. Worth a laugh.
Nice.
I don't know. I can't help but feel like surely some people are going to turn around on that one and just go, no, dude, I'm into tech. That's not a thing. Don't even try. Surely, although there is always that question in that new environment, do you even have the confidence to do that? Or do you just buy it because you're so uncomfortable that, yeah.
I think there's actually some people who totally just buy it because it's almost, that's the expectation, is they're going to get got. And I'm sure there's some people who are smart enough to go, oh, yeah, so this guy is going to be unimaginative enough to do this. So if I go and just let him get me this one time, then he won't waste the rest of his time trying to be inventive to figure out other ways to confuse me.
Like confusing me on why I can't place a clan anti-air turret anywhere?
Yeah, no, that was intentional. Have you guys used the railgun turret? I noticed we have it loaded. Is that functioning? HS railgun.
I doubt it.
With any of those?
I doubt.
Okay.
I doubt we have any stuff for that at all. To be honest,
I'm looking for some other fairly flush mount things like the bolter platform or any of those turrets that are flush. Yeah, it looks like it's Krieg's too. It's like IW Heavy series.
I don't know. Okay, so it sounds like 720p was not necessarily the way to do it. It's fine. I may well be able to change that during the break. OBS will let you change it live as long as you turn off all the outputs. Okay, so we need to look and see if railgun ammo, you say? Or was it coil gun?
And yeah, Krieg, I've got ferroplates.
John Rule says, Tex's monologue, tumbleweed rolls past. Poor Tex. Question Tex, what's a duck do? John, be nice. I'm trying to quietly redesign the guns here without stump dragging along too far. And apparently I'm failing at talking.
Yeah, so for the railgun, well, was it coil gun? What was it called?
I don't know. There's a HS railgun.
So, alright, because I can find HS coil gun round.
HS railgun turret.
Railgun case. Is it heavy or is it a normal?
It's just HS railgun turret.
Okay, that needs magnesium and nickel. We may be able to manage it.
Bottle.
I think we may be out of magnesium. Certainly behaving a little like we're out of magnesium. And then I needed to make some ferrofibrous plate, didn't I? Which is only iron and silver. That's not too bad. Magnesium? Yeah. No, we've got plenty of magnesium.
So I will try to ramble as little as possible for the people in the audience. Sorry about that.
No, do not let him ramble. It's one of the glorious things about Tex. Don't hold him back. That's not acceptable. Come on, chat. Come.
Okay, where is the base for this particular gun then is my question now, because I'm not finding it.
Yes, so...
Is it somewhere next to the headlight fluid?
Why?
Is that going to be a recurring theme for the stream today?
Well, I mean, if I can find in my heart to not do that joke again, then maybe. But if I'm going to be spending the entire night looking for a base...
The Good Intentions has all of the magnesium and won't let anyone nick it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tex, you were sleeping on that. Can you like get that out of your bed or something? Quit hoarding all of it.
No, it's my precious.
My magnesium. I have stolen it.
It's my birthday present.
It would help if I was not trying to drag it into the output of the assembler rather than the input. I swear I do know what I'm doing a bit. Like, not much, but a bit. What else has he nabbed all of?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you've not done it personally, but as I said, the Good Intentions assembler does seem to have all of the good shit in it, basically.
Oh. If you're looking for the ferro plates, I've got 20 of them on me.
No, I was making more because Tim's going to need them.
You know, if nothing else, though, the railgun looks really cool.
There is that, but if it doesn't do anything...
I know, if it doesn't function, it won't stay on my ship. I'm just saying, it looks wicked.
Tex is gunning up, apparently. He's
I'm
feeling a little challenged by
He's going for the long gun.
He's challenged by the dreadnought, and he needs to gun up the Good Intentions, which is fine.
No, it's more like I have a lot of random weapons, and I have a lot of different random ammo, and I'd kind of like to simplify that. So I'm going to have one set of forward guns. I'm going to have the coil gun move to a better location. I'm going to have two battleship cannon on either side. Well, okay, maybe I'm not actually lowering them out.
Scroll with the ferrofires.
Okay, this is a real big gun rework.
Well,
you've moved the mining laser. Is that the mining laser, or is it not?
Oh yeah, no, that's the mining laser.
I thought so. Just double checking.
Aha.
Tower of Power, Macho Man Randy Savage. While I know who he is, no. I am British after all.
Is that what we're going with, huh?
What? And worship the Omnissiah and Tex. No. Omnissiah, fine. Tex does not need any worshipping. I'm not sure he'd even be down for that, to be fair.
No, he wouldn't be.
But thank you. Thank you for the donation in your Danish krona. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure Tex wants to be worshipped in reality. And I'm speaking for him here, but...
yeah, no, I think I don't think you're overreaching, to be honest.
I can't think of many people that want to be worshipped, if I'm honest. It's weird...
It seems like a horribly awful thing, to be honest.
Keen have recently been asking... Not Keen, I mean, it's not Keen. It's Zoc has been asking me for some help with various bits of late to do with Keen. And I've got to tell you, the more survival I play, the more I think to myself, you know what? Screw you guys. I'll help if you hand over to me the guy that thought increasing the jetpack velocity was a good idea.
Amen. And as much as I hate to even hint about it, does it feel like 3 lines for an update this last week might be signs that we're looking at the upcoming another major patch?
Well, I guess their schedule nowadays, they've changed things around, and it looks awfully like the stable unstable branch proposals like they were originally intended. Where they're doing some small incremental patches leading up to a big one, and therefore it needs those big ones to come with some frequency, otherwise people will lose interest, because exactly what you're saying, people look forward to their Thursdays, and then on their Thursday they get 3 lines that are nothing to do with anything they've ever experienced, and they go, well, that's boring. I've got no more reason to play Space Engineers this week than I had last week. Because
now the fix for what's going wrong with the game is buried about 7 revisions too deep into the major update now.
So, I mean, as I said, this is not necessarily a complaint, more because I do actually think this is a better way of approaching the development of things. It's more from the angle of, like, that inevitably we have to have major updates reasonably frequently, otherwise people are going to get bored. And so, naturally, we've got to be heading towards another major update. It's been a little while. what that major update is going to be, though. I mean, they've been talking about multiplayer for a while. They've been talking about a big survival update for a while, and I can't imagine. I mean, again, if I could meet the guy that decided that the jetpack speed needed to be increased, I can meet the man that's never played survival.
That's what the survival update will be, is they'll fix the jetpack
They'll
speed.
turn the jetpack speed back down again. Fix, guys, we sorted it for you.
Survival.
That would definitely increase my survival.
Yep.
Okay, I think I may be close to complete on moving these things around, and now all I have to do is figure out how to... damn.
Okay, apparently Shaq is down for God Emperor, so we have one candidate. Roger that.
No, he's not.
I mean, I think everybody else would be like, no. Whereabouts that rebellion? Somewhere around here there's got to be a rebellion I can join. I'm not confident about this. Who put Shaq in charge and why? Oh, Turniful, what the fuck? $100 donation. It just says, just because I can. Well, I mean, I gotta say, that's a good reason to do it, because if the other one was true, like, I can't actually do this, then that would make me feel quite bad. Now, I'm sorry for interfering with your design there, Farrell.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm not liking with the lack of, like, connection between the base plate of this and the top part of it. There was just, like, a couple of tubes, and the whole top would just come off. But, Lady Turniful, thank you very, very much. Wow. That's super cool. Can I ask a simple question? Why are there teddy bears in the inventory? Because they were in the Christmas mod, and
we still haven't removed it.
Never removed the Christmas
we
mod.
we never finished the...
never finished decorating.
The teddy bear launcher?
No, we did not. Lol, Godsack. Yes. Touche.
What? What?
I think surely we could call him Lord Sack. I think this is a better name.
Oh man, they're not gonna let you live that down, Jack. They are just not gonna let you live it down.
Well, especially not since they let me know about it.
Yeah, well.
Well, and you can't have you. Just the look on his face when he ended the stream after you kind of zinged him at the end of it, you know. Not saying that I don't have that saved off somewhere anytime I need kind of a good laugh, but...
yeah, okay. Good to know. No, the better expression was the expression when he literally blew up half of my ship, misclicking on his guns with his ship parked right facing towards mine, which I was rebuilding because another drone had blown it half apart. Okay.
Oh, I'm highly approving of this. Good times. Mm-hmm. We haven't done anything about the... Oh. The now disappeared Hunter Mark II.
Oh, I'm sure that's nothing to be concerned about.
Either it despawned because it didn't do anything, or everything's fine. It's where I press Shift F1 to see performance warnings, and it's got Hunter Killer Mark II causing performance issues. It doesn't, by the way, but that's half what I expected to find. Okay, the chances of me remembering what I've done on these other corners, pretty much zilch. Guess copy that one.
I can hear a percussion section playing somewhere around here.
A percussion section?
Yes, just
something
boom,
clanging
boom,
out.
Boom. Yeah, it would be the, on my screen, it's the electric banana.
It's the kettle drums.
It's, It's doing a nice little side-by-side wiggle, just bashing itself against the ground here.
Ah, that's because...
It's not doing a samba, huh?
It's because the connection force, for some reason, on that connector is turned really low. Yeah, it's even bouncing around a fair bit on my screen.
Well, did I mean a bit? I should say violently.
Nah, it looks fine. Don't worry about that. It does actually look fine on my screen, which is obviously great.
I got it to calm down a little bit by jumping in the way of where it was on my client, and then suddenly Space Engineers is like, oh, yeah, I know where that is.
Okay, so the batteries in this are now fully charged. Hooray. So she can fly again without falling out of the sky. Important part. Okay, so how is the tower looking, and how do we get up to the bloody tower? So we've got the tunnel comes in here. Yeah. Might have wanted to think about this a bit earlier. Ladders? Do we have elevators on? Ooh.
I think we do.
I think we do.
I don't know if they work in multiplayer,
nice. Maybe. Once upon a time in group survival, I took a cool panning shot where my character is on an elevator and the camera moves up at the same speed as the elevator does.
Oh, nice. Which is like pretty much every like Apollo movie ever.
I know, but you know.
But I love it. There's a reason it's an iconic shot. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Once I realized that it was sort of something I could potentially try, I then had to do it regardless. I was just like, ooh, hang on a second, I could do one of those here, couldn't I? I was like, yeah, you can. Right, okay, then that's that done, regardless of whether or not it looks any good. I will sit here for the next 2 hours making sure that it does. How am I going to do this entrance to this elevator? There's kind of quite a lot of stuff in the way. No, we have a Mr. Fire. He is, as usual, gribbling. But
concentrating.
We do have a Mr. Fire.
I'm making some minor tweaks.
You're keeping us from that magnesium. That's what you're doing.
It's mine. It's all mine.
Well, you're the one with the mining beam, so we might want to be using that.
Which is what I am trying to get done, to be honest. I'm trying to get this into a state where it is ready to go mining.
That will be good, because I think we're probably not going to have much left in the resources.
At this rate, we're going to run out, yeah. Even though every time I look, I say we're out of something, and then we're actually not. At this rate, it's got to run out soon, because we haven't done any resource gathering in a long while. We're just...
Well, I thought we were just about to go gather some resources.
We are, but my point is that up until this point, everything we're building here has been subsisting entirely off stuff we brought down with us from space wrecks that we tore apart, and stuff that was already down here.
Yeah, plus that supply run to the asteroid base.
And stuff that keeps falling out of orbit, blown up by our cannons, that then promptly gets torn apart by Bob, scattered around the base.
Which is probably not insignificant, to be honest.
Yeah, there's still quite a bit of wreckage out there, too.
Okay, so I have, I think, ammo for my guns. I don't actually know what ammo those new Krieg Tex guns take, to be honest.
I think you'll find it relatively easy to work out which one, because if you search Tex Fire...
he's good about naming that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he will have named it so that it's really easy to locate. Named it, and also the icon for it will be the same as the icon for the gun.
The Tex Fire Wave Master. To be honest, I'm a little uncomfortable even having a gun named after me.
Yours is very direct in comparison to mine as well. But then there's also a wedgie one that's... Well, I guess we'll have to try for him at some point, because he's evidently not... Wedgie Sky Killer.
Oh, wow. Wedgie Frame Killer.
Probably, yes. And then I think down here is other ones as well. Oop. IS, small, medium, and large lasers. He's slowly adding a whole bunch of BattleTech stuff into this.
Yeah,
which I'm absolutely fine with. It's a odd mod combination, but I'm fine with it.
Robert Ellis says, when I got hacked by a drone last week, it actually damaged my shield module below the functional line. Be vigilant about keeping antennas off.
Mm-hmm.
That we are, friend. That we are.
Because of all the components we have the least amount of resources for, it's those.
We learned quite early on that the hacker drones were not something you really wanted to let get away with too much.
Yeah, the other thing I've also seen them do is they will turn on the show on HUD indicators for everything on the grid.
Lucas, you are a troll, mate. I mean, I like it. There's only so many things you can do. But still, that's awesome.
Wait, what is he doing?
He turns. One of the things the hacker drones does is turn show on HUD on for everything on the ship.
So every component suddenly shows up on your HUD.
Ah, that is such a troll. Such a troll.
In-game noise is loud. Shh. Space engineer. Shh. That's better. Yourself's chilled there. Right, I'm putting on a sort of deck floor where we can house some high up components somewhere safe in the tower. Oop.
Okay, I'm maybe overdoing it here. Well, I guess we'll find out. Apparently I have 10 pikemans on there now.
They're very cheap to arm. That's the thing. They're good. They, steal only for a pikeman.
And considering that we've got a lot of... no, it wasn't the wave motion gun. At least I don't know. It's interesting looking. He did 2 of them. He did one which is really... It's a much more conventional and probably what I like a little better. It's a huge bore gun. Because I like big guns and I can't lie. But yeah, he had another one that is the one I'm trying first, which is it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. I'm gonna load it and I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna see what we think.
It looks like a clenched fist, almost like a clenched robot fist.
It's got some like focusing elements. It's almost like they're like a little electrode leads for like a welding machine.
Okay, so as far as
running... I might need you to tweak the turrets because I still am not seeing those options.
All right, give me 2 secs. I just need to work out where the middle section of this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the middle block. All right, now is it middle side to side as well? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Let me through.
Just suddenly start hearing a grinder from under my feet. I'm like,
don't mind me.
What's going on?
Nothing to see here. Just all fun.
Suddenly, I'll just drop out of nowhere to my death.
Which way up do these go? Does it matter? It doesn't look like it does. Surely if it mattered, there'd be an indicator on the block.
To be fair, an actual wave motion gun would have to be have so many requirements and so many... For it to be like in the show, it would have to be so hard to get the components for. And you'd have to have such a large ship and so much power to mount it that it would be totally unreasonable for the good intentions. So I'm kind of glad it's not a wave motion gun. As much as I love the wave motion gun, don't get me wrong.
Part of me wants to mount platforms halfway down this tower now with like player like controlled
Player
guns
turrets?
instead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I'm getting carried away with the tower.
The Tower of Power.
Goes up to 11.
Mm-hmm.
This one goes to 11. 11 floors.
It's not 11 floors. It's a lot more than 11 floors. Just saying.
Well.
I'm sorry. I know I've let you down.
No. What if you just made the 10 floors higher? Wouldn't that be... No. This one goes to 11. Okay, looking for ammo. Yes, teddy bear ammo. What is in the turret as it is right now? Battleship.
Can't help but feel like the server's not running. Not 100%.
Yeah, I'm running at about 0.6 to 0.8.
It's kind of going back and forth on me for some of it. It's like 0.8, 0.9, 0.7.
The old Bob abuse, always good.
Ooh.
No, Bob or Tim, take your pick.
56. And then let's see. Oh, hey, my ammo actually has a picture. That's
Yeah, man.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Craig. Well done. So, does he have the same thing for the HS? Okay, so there's HS railgun, HS auto shell. Okay, let's figure out which one it is now. He's got a DACA box. I'm kind of intrigued.
Man.
So did you guys test a lot of these last time?
No, I haven't tried the DACA box yet.
Who are you and what have you done with Wasted?
I'm sorry.
Hey,
We tried.
were
To
nice.
be fair, we were busy trying the bigger guns. While
we
the
said
DACA
we
box
wanted-
is large, it's not as large as some of the other ones. So yes, that's my
And we
defense.
said, well, that and we said we wouldn't leave Texas guns tech, so
No, I
I'd
appreciate
leave them some other things to play with.
it. Ah,
Oh, the one who was odd. I'm sorry, man. Thank you for the donation. He says, you started streaming way earlier than usual. Yes, isn't it good? It means I have energy and stuff. It's amazing. I'm not going to finish at 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, back to the past to watch it at 1.5 speed, where I talk a bit more like this, and then Wes is talking really fast, and then you don't even know what he's doing.
And then we
Cheers,
sound like
mate.
chipmunks when we start laughing.
Yeah. Actually, I love high sped up. Laughing is quite amusing. That and playing stuff backwards in Premiere is also quite funny. By the way, what do you think of Amazon making a new show based on Consider Fleabag? Well, that's how the original stream began. You know, the one that no one saw. That's what we were talking about at the start of the stream that wasn't to be. So what do I think? Concerned but excited at the same time. I think we finally got enough like high quality effects to actually be able to pull off some bank stuff, but yeah, they need to throw some proper cash at it. And isn't it a series? Which I don't know if that I suppose series these days don't really fill the same space as series used to, but yeah, I'm excited, but also slightly concerned, I guess. They better do it right, because otherwise I'll be sad. What do you think, Mr. Tex? I know you've read it as well.
yeah. I'm interested. Like you said, for a long time, a television series adaptation always meant, wasn't really going to be that good.
Wouldn't have enough budget to make it decent.
Wasn't really going to do it. But like lately, they've been doing a lot of really good ones. You know, and maybe the turning point for me, and this may be controversial for some people, is when they did the Lord of the Rings movies and they actually did it justice. It wasn't a poor imitation of the book material. Sure, they had to leave a lot of stuff out, and And yes, they made some questionable decisions here and there, but all in all, it was like the book that I read come to live on a movie screen. And I think that we kind of owe Peter Jackson for that, because as soon as that went, then all these studios went, wait, you mean we can take these like fairly dense, really highly loved and regarded written properties and actually make adaptations of them that don't suck? Okay, we'll try that. And we'll throw money at it.
I think that was a turning point when it came to movies. I think Game of Thrones did the same thing when it came to... I mean, while I think Lord of the Rings probably inspired them to try something like Game of Thrones, I think Game of Thrones is what's now said, and by the way, it's also possible to do a series with a budget big enough that it would make it look like a movie, but still maintain an audience with what is a very complex storyline that's being told over a much longer period than perhaps people are used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I buy that.
Which, I mean, by all accounts, is awesome. I mean, I personally have always... Oh, damn. I've personally always been one that, like, always felt, with movies at least, that when I watched them, you ended up with that feeling at the end of them, where if it was a good movie, that you were just, like, pissed off that it was all a bit short. Mm-hmm. And it never really hit home on any of the... Like, you were like, yes, but I liked all of those characters, and I liked your plot, and I liked this stuff, but absolutely none of it had enough detail for me. And the thing I think that's now changed is that the TV series are capable of pulling that off, and so it started to challenge where I used to be like, okay, I'm only ever going to read a novel of this because that's the only way I'm going to get the experience that I'm really looking for. Mm-hmm. Now it's way more possible to get something super cool and interesting from a series like that, which is, and also not feel like you've been, you've spoilt reading the book by doing so, because the book's sort of somehow superior.
Yeah, like I was talking about Good Omens, and Good Omens, which is a beloved book.
It's
from
fairly beloved,
but well, I have a lot of friends that's their beloved, and
fair enough.
They would have been very iffy if somebody had said, "Oh, I'm going to make a change to that." Whereas, Neil Gaiman is doing the writing on it for to adapt it to the series. And from the quote that I heard from Gaiman is that he and Terry Pratchett had absolutely no intention of ever writing the TV series. They were going to just be sort of overseers and, let them run stuff past them to make sure that they weren't changing stuff that was too ridiculous. But otherwise, they were like, no, there's no way in heck. And then just before Sir Pratchett died, he said, he goes, so if we do this, you're going to write it, right? And he went, no, of course I'm not. And he goes, no, you need to write this because you're the only one that has the ability to make changes to it at this point if it needs to for the actual TV series. And he said at that point, then he knew that he had to actually do it.
Ironically, as we've been saying this, on has come Epidemic sounds, aka Gavin Luke's best, in this case at least, sort of best interpretation of another series that I know is about to start with its second season again, and I cannot wait for. That's a book adaptation, which is Westworld.
I have actually not seen Westworld. Oof. And I've heard marvelous things about it.
Westworld is good, man. I mean, it's tough, but that's partly what makes it good. You'll feel uncomfortable at times. I'm not sure there's a block for what I need. Maybe do something with glass.
All right. Well, how are you guys doing on your tower of power?
I need to check what the deal is. Yeah, it should be looking all right at this point, to be fair. There should be a fair bit of progress made. Man, that is...
Between the lighting and the anti-air towers, I think we're good now.
I love the texturing on the gantry and the truss members. Very nicely done.
Yeah, none of it looks... but this has been well greebled.
None of it looks like a big block sticking up into the sky.
No. Combo effort of myself, Wedgie, and Farrell, but yeah, it's looking decent. Big elevator up the centre, I shall get done shortly. We seem to be lacking parts or Bob range, or Bob's busy or something. It says we're missing metal grids. That could be a thing, because grids need cobalt. And Tex had all of that.
Pretty low the last time I looked.
And I have actually had disconnected the ship temporarily so that I could rename grids.
That'll be why Bob is now saying we're out of well, not absolutely everything, but a lot of stuff.
Yeah, let me reconnect. I'm sorry, I didn't. I did that and then I forgot to connect them back up.
But you did it for good intentions and with good intentions.
I did it with good intentions for moderately good intentions. I also wanted a chance to make the ammo for my new guns.
Thank you, chat. My elevator's missing a bit. So where do I put this? Just anywhere, I guess? As this is essentially the mobile bit.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is turn the beam drill turret all the way down to 100 meters. So we don't immediately crash. I am going to request a save before I actually test this thing. But yes, hopefully with this, if the beam drill works, then we will have all the mining we ever need.
Just don't hit the thug boat with it ever.
Oh man, I don't know that it actually does damage to blocks.
I don't think it will, no. I think it'd be quite specific. So where are you going to go and test it?
I actually, sorry, I just zoomed out a little bit. This lunar base is looking really good. I like all the little turret towers and the landing field and whatever this is on the right side. Yeah, we need to build it up
a bit, but it's starting to actually look like we own the crater rather than just have a few bits stuck in it.
I do laugh that this entire thing, and the reason why we're always building in the dark is because this has just happened to be where Wedgie showed up.
This happened to be the spot and found material, and so this is where we are, and now we're in a place that never sees the light of day.
How many streams later?
This is why it's going to be quite nice to go back to the planet. It'll be like sunny and stuff. It'll be amazing.
No.
And not having to worry about air every 5 minutes?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's not about to be rainy, so we're probably okay.
Thinks we need a second ship called Foul Deeds. I don't know. We were talking about possibly doing like something. It needs to be in the same theme. So, you know, like rather than foul deeds, maybe it's like bad intentions or.
Right, I'm going to jump into the ship quickly with the intentions. I have taken the save, Mr. Tex.
Excellent. I'm almost done. I just realized that I had left part of it undone here, so I'm going to do it real quick.
Uh-oh, he's going with the 9 meters a second one. Hold on to your hats for clang. Got to get myself a hat for moments like this. I've ordered myself a hat for moments like this. I was talking about this on the stream the other night. This is a very exciting time.
Oh, has it arrived?
No,
is it time
still
for the
hasn't
unveiling?
Still hasn't shown up. I can't unveil it yet.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. So all we can do is really just sort of hype it up at this point.
All I can do is really hype
really wondering
and
what
get
we're talking
people
about.
sort of thinking that they're saying something, and it's about a hat. I could even go so far as to indicate that it's probably about upcoming streams as well.
Yeah, it's good.
She's got a nice profile now, Mr. Tex.
Thank you. She doesn't look like she's got a wart attached to the back.
She does have a hump.
Was my primary goal. Yeah, but it doesn't have like a big ass cannon sitting on top of it like some malignant growth.
I was actually thinking about the bit behind the cannon.
Yeah, no, there's still a little bit of a landing pad here.
Oh, ish. Okay. Yeah.
Well. Enough to where somebody could actually connect onto it.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
Transship materials.
The SE Pantheon is Tim, Bob, Lag, Clang, Sync, and the mod community. Oh, you can't throw the mod community in there. They might be responsible for some of it, but only by extension.
Okay.
You ready for a test?
Yes. Programmable block. Tim, no programmable block. Run. Okay. Did you program the turrets real quick?
Smart turrets on the good intentions only. Do you have them grouped?
I do. Battleship turrets is all of the AI controlled turrets.
Smart targeting on minimum of say 8 for you. Yep.
Make sure I do indeed have uranium in all of the reactors.
No, you're looking good.
Okay.
You're right, Ninos.
Okay. Where are we gonna go test this sucker?
Have we decided what cannons are going on the tower? Yes, the tower is getting towards completion. So we have a mixture of AA turrets, these ones, purely anti-aircraft, and some big Waster 3 cannons, care of Krieg. In fact, all of these turrets are care of Krieg. And then I think later down the line I might slap a couple of extra ISMs on there just for some cheap and cheerful defense. But the big tower is looking good, especially when she's properly lit like that. When you get just the right range where the Space Engineer's lights aren't giving you an epileptic fit. Then, yeah, it looks good.
Okay. Take off.
The RAU aim to misbehave, I think, is that's actually one of them, isn't it? That's Banks one. My husband just recommended that I drink tequila to get rid of my cold. I don't think it'll work. No, it won't, but it'll make you forget you've got a cold. Which is almost as good. It's not quite the same, but it's close. Thank you.
I don't know. Oh, somebody else is using the ship. That's why it's not
sorry.
taking off.
Right, you got it now? So I was sitting in there waiting for the test, man. Right, you got it now, right? Yeah, there we go.
Ooh,
she's just about lifting off.
Oh,
the problem with this dude is if you get any ore on you...
Yeah, she's going to plummet like
how's she going to fly? You might need to unload. How many parts? You must be full of stuff.
Look at the weight.
Yeah, but it's blatantly because you're jammed absolutely to the nines with components and all sorts of other stuff, man.
Well, why are we taking off with that?
Well, because it's your ship. I don't know. I don't fiddle with the cargo of your ship unless asked.
Okay. Well, let's land. Let's offload.
Dink. It'll buff out. I like the new ladder at the rear as well. Ooh. Turn your lights on. That looks lined up pretty well. Yeah, it's good. The hover engines suddenly show the direction they're pointing.
Yep. Okay, so let's see. Let's.
Oh, hang on a second. I'll be back to someone at the door, weirdly. Even though I'm on the 3rd floor.
Farrell, what are you working on?
I am just doing a little bit of detail work up here, but kind of stopped because we're out of metal grids.
I just drug a whole... No, I didn't drug a whole bunch over.
Yep.
There is a ton of components. Just grind some of that stuff down and make metal grids with it.
Yeah, I'm just listening to a lot of ticking bobs up here. I think it's still trying to compensate as best it can, but it is confused because half the components it was looking for disappeared.
Oh, I have 5,000 ingots of iron. That might have explained, a quarter ton of the mass.
Mm-hmm. I probably would.
That's all right. It's only the police saying that there may well be someone out and about on or in the wood where my house is who potentially is armed, and you should probably keep your doors locked and your windows closed.
Hooray.
I did wonder, there'd been a few choppers around. I was like, someone's clearly up to no good, but the wood we live in is near enough to a big enough town with connections to London that it's not uncommon for it to end up being a place where people try and disappear, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so the choppers are fairly common. Having them actually come up and go, secure the base, basically, is a bit less common. But it does happen, so yeah. Not too bad.
Okay, so let's see. Let's check it again now that I've unloaded.
Yeah, I don't have the webcam plugged in at the moment, so it's nothing too bad. We're close to Gatwick Airport, and it means that, yeah, this stuff does happen occasionally. We happen to be in an area that's popular for people to bugger off in. Generally, their intention is to stay as far away from people as possible so that they don't get caught. So, very unusual for us to see anything.
You're once again controlling.
Ah, cool. So you managed to drop the weight by 75%, I hear.
Yeah, no, not that much, but I had like at least a good million.
Certainly taking off a lot more cleanly than the previous attempt.
Well, I don't think we'd actually unloaded this thing since coming back from Moon Base. I mean, the donut.
I suspect the only reason they come and talk to us at all is because where we live is one of the easiest ways to actually come up and park cars near where they need to get to. So anybody on foot tends to be around here, and I guess they inform us out of courtesy of explaining why the fuck there are loads of police cars suddenly outside the house.
Let's see, what are we needing? Lunar, I've got iron, nickel, I've got gold and silver. Any of those, grab your...
2 secs. Silver is definitely one of them, but 2 secs, Jax. In fact, no, I'm going to cheat this. Where's my spectator camera? I don't need to go and look manually. I can go and look with a spec cam. Tim, help me out. Okay, we're low on cobalt, silicon. Actually, silver's all right. It's cobalt and silicon, magnesium, gold, uranium.
I don't actually have any of those. If you have some that you want to give me, that would be awesome.
Landmine under the doormat. Sounds a bit excessive. To be fair, up until about a month ago, we had a border collie, and that did the job quite nicely. Nothing could get anywhere near the house without making a ridiculous level of noise. But, I seem to remember my GPS locations are not very helpful because I never bothered to label them where they were. So I've just got a selection of places that I can randomly show on HUD and then hope that they're somewhere nearby. Like that one's 212 kilometers away.
Yeah, one of the problems with the redesign here is that putting the mining turret on the top Might make it a little more difficult to do lunar mining. I was really kind of looking for more like an asteroid miner.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm the person you need for this. Wedgie had all the blooming moon-based coordinates. We might have to go and find some.
Might have to find them ourselves.
Yeah, we might have to do... Oh, hang on. I've got a couple of lunar ones here. What are we looking for?
I don't know that I actually have... Do I have an ore detector?
There you go. I found one.
I don't even have an ore detector on this thing.
It's alright. I found one. It's a good one. You do probably want to get a lunar detector. An ore detector, otherwise we're...
Well, yeah, because it's going to need one
actually saying
the
that.
turret to actually work.
No, does it?
Yeah, if you want to automate the turret, it has to have an ore detector.
But I'll share that one for you. Did that show up?
You're crash diving pretty quickly there on my screen.
I'm okay.
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 Chat's not working, so there's that.
Oh, that's lovely.
What?
What's not working?
Chat.
I
can't put messages into chat.
Oh, that's never a good sign, to be honest.
It says sync is absolutely perfect. We're good. We're ready. Everything's fine here.
Yep.
I mean, looks like I can post to it just fine.
I can't see it though. Your nose is quite low, Mr. Tex, in comparison to the rest of the ship.
I noticed that. I noticed that.
You've got hovers, haven't you?
Still dropping.
Yeah, that's right. It's right. He's got hover engines. I forgot. I was very concerned that he was about to plow straight into the ground. Indeed.
Oh yeah, because he's right by a crater there, so that's probably not helping the hovers.
Oh, the drone's still up there, says Archer Party.
Oh yeah. Oh, are they? Are they?
Well, I'm wondering
there,
whether
really?
he's referring to some specific drones.
You mean the Hunter Mark IIs? That supposedly unleashed the hounds?
Have we saved?
You want to save? Oh, right. Okay, we're about to. All right. Yeah. Okay. I saw it moving and I was like, right, fine. I hear you. All right, let me get a good shot. Right. Because if this thing works, it looks awesome. All right. I'm lined up. I'm ready. Show me the power, Mr. Texfire. What are you even shooting at? Just some random rock? Oh.
Oh,
that's nice. Seeing that come up along the beam there.
Now, I would chill. The ship's moving.
I know. I was moving it a little bit closer.
Okay. I thought that was a lack of power. No, actually, we were right on power. You're going to run out
power consumption right now.
You're going to run out in 3 minutes.
Okay. What about percentage, though, wise? Because I can't actually see that while I'm controlling the... What did my usage percentage go up from 5% to what?
Okay, so 5% to... I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at the time remaining, because that was worrying me. 5% to 61? 65?
Not bad.
You've got a bit of leeway there.
Yeah.
So if we were actually at a proper ore patch as well. I don't know. Part of me felt it was better positioned on the bottom.
Honestly, I could put one on both.
But on the bottom or on the could you put one on the back?
Yeah.
Because in reality, that gives you the ability to point. Like, as long as you're slightly in front of whatever you're aiming at, it gives you
totally
all of the range, you know?
Speaking of actually finding ore, you actually have managed to find an iron patch and what I believe is gold down here. In this little hole that you
in the hole we dug?
Yep.
Yes,
iron.
Yeah, so you did. Okay.
Yep. Good job.
Oh, no, he is finding the patches. It's just I'm not used to the fact that they've changed what the patches look like recently.
Yeah, I thought it was gold, but it's actually nickel down there.
No, yeah, it should be fire. It should be iron and nickel. That was one of the few GPSs I had.
Okay, so my GPSs are I'm sending them in chat and they're not sending.
Okay.
Let me try sending something that's not a GPS. No, that doesn't work either. What the fuck?
You know what else we can test while we're here?
What collisions or
No.
Test your gun.
Weapons. Weapons.
Mm. Oh, you want to fire off the techs?
I do. Are we watching? Do some percussive mining here.
Hang on. Not only are we watching. No, turn back for a sec from me. Keep spinning around that direction until I say stop. Stop. Nice. Thank you. Oh. Sorry, that's the screenshot for next stream. Just right there. Try and stay at actually, no, you're not controlling the height, are you?
No, because the
hovering. It's just with that dust
engines.
effect. It looks pretty good. I need to turn the old post-processing on because it looks good
There we go.
for screenshots and
I
screenshots
went
alone.
and turn the turrets off, or the hovers off.
No, hover's on. We're good.
Okay, we ready? Weapons test, firing. Fire 1.
Nice. I like the explosion effect off of that.
Yeah, it's got a nice rate of fire too. Why is only one of them firing though, or is that just on my screen?
A little light damage to the voxels.
I think he's got
voxel
voxel damage turned way down on his guns.
Yeah, but still, it's actually doing noticeable damage over there. So.
Yeah, Lucas, I can't wait for your trade center mod. That looks really good fun. Kind of build your own EEM sort of setup, basically, which is just cool. That looks all right.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas just said he is going to use lasers. Fine. We'll escalate. I'm fine with escalation.
Are you firing?
Bring on the
as fast
escalation.
that was as fast as I could pull.
Okay.
I couldn't tell if all three of them were firing though.
I'm fine with escalation because right now we're legit not using some stuff because we think it's too powerful. Like, for example, this railgun on the top of Tex's ship. I'm inclined to think we may not ever fire that, really.
The coil gun?
The coil guns, I suspect they may end up being a bit strong. We'll see. But, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and try firing them.
Give me 1 second, sorry.
As soon as they finish.
Lucas was
kind of gun
showing
that
off his
says-
new lasers last night. Okay.
Let's see. I'm almost tempted to do. Yeah, the real replacement for the Mark 1s was the larger barrel Tex 3s. I could do those too, Craig. I just wanted to try everything that you'd done.
Right, should we...
I like the appearance of these.
Yeah, we got to try it all. Should we head back to the base briefly?
Yeah, let's hold back to
Let's
base. And I
double
think
check
you're
our
right.
ammo situation, and then we can do a quick reload, and then we can go and do our recovery mission, I think. Because if the ammo's sorted, that base is ready and raring to go. As far as defense is concerned, we've got enough on there that Lucas is probably not going to give us too much trouble while we're gone. Not unless he manages to get a hive ship into gravity or something, which I don't think they do. So far, at least.
Ship fuel is low.
Yeah, we need to get some uranium on the go. I mean, that's the thing. I found lunar GPS points for what do we got? Magnesium and silicon, silver and gold, and then iron and nickel.
And this one really needs an ore detector. Apparently, I didn't remember that. And a beacon, for that matter. So let me tweak this a little bit. Am I headed the right way? Or am I totally just going right?
Somebody should be able to see my beacon.
You're kind of going the opposite direction to the base, but we're probably all right. Not only that, but I was actually laughing at the idea that it's impossible to get Tex to do anything without tweaking something a little bit first.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now.
You're raring. You're good for it, are you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with you tweaking a bit, man. It's okay. I just enjoy it.
We have discovered one design limitation on the current turret location. And I kind of like the idea of a mining beam coming out of the rear of this thing. So.
Oh, Mr. D&D. I'm sorry, dude. I missed that completely. Bit of a non sequitur, but after watching Lost Stream, I had the thought of a solar panel being used as a knife for ramming. Narrow and eco-friendly. I like that. I'm not sure. I don't think it's got... Because everything in the structure value of anything in Space Engineers is basically dictated by its component cost. And it's not even its component cost as far as, like, how many components it costs. It's mostly down to how many heavy components it costs, like steel plates. So the more plates that go into a design, interior plates, armor plates, whatever they might be, the tougher it is. And in reality, the solar panels don't actually have that much in them that's tough. Yeah, the refinery, as mentioned earlier on in the bit of the stream I don't think anyone saw. I don't think we said that bit on the stream either. There is that. Any word on the sister ship? Yes, the... I keep forgetting it. The best laid plans. The best laid plans will be in action soon enough. We need to basically finish her off. Me and Farrell need to get together on a creative stream some point, maybe when Tex is next missing. And do the last bits for that, because she needs a lot of work with the power setup now to make sure that we can actually...
She's going to need a lot of resources.
And she's going to need a lot of resources, so we're not ready for her yet anyway. Yeah, you really need to charge up a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I had a lot of uranium in. Is it
No,
all
it's
gone?
not. It's not that, dude. It's the fact that your batteries are dry.
Ah, I don't know why they would be.
Well, because the mining beam just used them.
Oh wow. Okay. Good. Okay. Good to know.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Good alignment there, and...
I mean, let me double check, but I bet
right.
you that the mining beam just...
You're about 2 blocks off. Head to your right 2 blocks.
Okay.
Yes, current stored power in most of them is like 3 milliwatt hours.
Right there.
Oh no, they're
pretty close. You should be able to bring down and rock on the connector.
they're fully charged. Where did you put the battery monitor?
I'm sorry. Where did I put the what?
The battery. Oh, there it is. Yeah, a lot of the batteries are fully charged. I'm not sure what's going on there. They're not discharging properly.
There you go.
Let me see what's happening. Batteries.
Wait, Wedgie. Go away. Warning, Wedgie in chat. About to be infected with clang. So for Wedgie, this has got to be... It's got to be early morning. This has got to be like, what? Actually, not early morning, early afternoon. It's got to be about midday, 1 p.m. All right, Wedgel. How goes the new world? We need drones of our own. The war corgis. I could be down for that. Okay, can I paste stuff in chat yet? Nope.
No, we may have to reboot.
I don't want to reboot, but it does seem to be a thing. Oh, I can't use that connector. I really want to get rid of this saucer on that connector. It's pain in the arse.
So do I need to add more batteries then, or? I'm trying to figure out why it was running out of power that fast.
It's something about your batteries are not discharging properly as well. It seems.
Ooh. Hmm.
Oh, 8:30 a.m. It's the other direction. I thought you were behind, but he's ahead.
Barely have any uranium. That's why.
Okay, so we need to go and get some uranium.
Yeah, because there's something like...
Which is one of the few things I don't have. All right, I propose it's time for us to go for our trip. Our proposed journey where we go and recover these vessels, and at the same time we can visit one of the uranium asteroids I've got marked up.
Yep.
And fill that quota as well. All we need is this thing to get to orbit and be able to charge its jump drives, and we're sorted. Do we want to bring any other combat vessels along with?
Yes. Absolutely. We are leaving orbit after all.
Okay,
So,
let
yeah,
me...
let me Oh.
I want to go and
Do you want me to go ahead and move that turret, though, or just live with it where it is right now?
In space, it's in a much better position.
Yep.
Because we don't have to point down. So in space, it doesn't matter where it is, almost. Whereas on the ground, it really does. Okay, so we need waste of 3 ammo. This is my concern now, is just making sure that the turrets are properly... Oh, okay. Those... not cheap. Hang on, we've got our own assembler for this. Okay, and you built the clan AAs, right?
The pikemen.
No, not you. With the Farrell on the I'm thinking base defense at the moment.
Yeah, clan AA, clan AAs.
Okay, somewhere in here is clan AA magazines. I just need to look through all of the things. Oh, there it is. It looks like the image for it.
The novel.
Yeah.
Novel.
It's very inventive. Very clever. Okay, the base is piping itself up and loading itself up with this stuff. I mean, hopefully that then pulls through.
So, do we have any uranium in the base, or no? Are we just completely out?
Okay, it's saying... Oh. It's saying the clan anti-air turrets aren't piped up. Are they off?
They shouldn't be off. Unless they weld in place off by default.
They might do.
And they are hooked up. I mean, they're set right on top of the
No, they're all incomplete.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, clan ferrofibers.
They're missing ferrofibers, yeah. Because they don't build by default.
Yep.
Okay, well, part of what... Oh, hey, whoa. I didn't want that much. The part of Moon Base has like 100 uranium, so...
Grab it.
I am.
Alright, so, and clan mechanisms, you say?
Mm-hmm.
How many? What sort of ratio?
Let's see. Well, what do we got here?
Ignoring
yeah, my
text.
health is low because I went drifting into something I shouldn't have drifted into.
I don't think I was ignoring text.
Who am I ignoring?
No, I think it's us ignoring you. But even then, I'm not entirely sure that's happening.
I don't know. I don't feel slighted or ignored.
Okay, I need to work on that then, Roger.
So, 40 of them. 40 clan mechanisms.
40, okay.
Get better at ignoring me. Get better.
I'm sorry, Tex. I'm letting you down, I know.
Ignore me more.
I tried to be there for you, but sometimes it's hard.
You know, the right response to that was what? Did you say something?
Yeah, but that would be a very shack response.
Okay, Craig, I'm going to try the other guns because you're right. I really like
I think the other
bores.
guns are probably the nicer ones.
The Tex 3.
I don't think we... Oh, no. I take it back. Building. I don't think... Chris Wheeler asks, Tex, in your opinion, how many ships can Good Intentions handle at once? Small ship variety. And I don't think you can answer that at the moment, because he's just replaced its armament. So it's very hard to answer that question when you haven't actually had a chance to try your latest setup in combat. Not only that, but also, I mean, some small ships are greater than others. I reckon the shot rod would give him some trouble.
I think it'll have a lot better endurance against ships that are armed with rockets, because it's got quite a lot better AA, and then the shields should allow it to absorb Gatling fire. So I think it'll do well. At least I hope so. And I'm going to take a blueprint.
Right, in theory, our clan AA should now be starting to finish themselves up. I've been building the ferroplate and the mechanisms we've been missing. Be nice to leave with the turret properly intact. How are they looking? Oh wow, they use a lot of ferrofibrous plate, man.
Yeah, like well over 150 at least in one spot.
No, more like 600.
On the order of 300. Oh yeah.
600 plate and mechanisms. Just double check. It's actually only 10 mechanisms per one, so that's not so bad. So it's 40. You were right with the 40 in total, but the plate we need tons of. It's not a bad thing, to be fair. Does mean that there's a bit of balance there because you have to build all of this like custom plate stuff. I think we're out of magnesium now. Not needed for the plates, but is needed for the rounds.
There aren't any in the good intentions anymore.
Yeah, I did nab some of it. I left you with half and took half back to the base earlier.
I actually uploaded it all, I think.
We have 3.5 in total. Yes.
Yeah. I might be able to make a bullet out of that.
So the big deal is magnesium, silicon, and uranium if we do any further mining, but yes, we're also going to go off on a little bit of a voyage to recover a few ships that some people may recognize. How is my good friend here looking loaded up with stuff that it shouldn't be?
So I'm fuel up.
Nice.
Ready to leave on our expedition whenever you guys are.
Yeah, I'm just unloading my ship and making sure that... Can you run the timer for naming stuff, please?
I'm actually not connected to the grid.
Okay. Is that intentional?
We have that.
That was because I didn't want to
grab any more parts. Yeah, fair enough.
I actually didn't want like all of my uranium stolen out of my reactors if that's what was happening.
Fair enough. I can see where you're coming from. Just wanted to get an easy way.
But I can reconnect, and if it's a Tim-related theft, then we'll know.
No, that's fine. That's fine. There's another way of me doing it. It's just that the shot rod is... Oh, sorry, the electric banana. It is very well loaded down.
Are you connected?
I am, yes.
You ready to rename? Okay. There you go.
Oh, no.
Renamed 546 blocks. Jeez.
Haven't done that in a while, apparently.
No, apparently not. Apparently. Okay, so what do I need to produce then for the Tex 3 guns? Really, they take a different round.
Wow, there's a
Tex
lot
3 shell pack, huh?
That's better. That's better. And a good amount of power as well. Sweet. Okay, so the only thing left is to, once again, reassign the HE shells, which annoyingly will not move themselves.
Okay, I actually cannot make any Tex shell packs, I don't think.
Yeah, we're so low on basically everything.
I mean, we could start considering tearing down some other stuff, but
It's almost like I knew what I was doing when I did that. Unreal.
we've got a lot of 88mm shells. I don't know how many of the guns we currently have that use them.
Mark 1 batteries, and we still have plenty of those. That's why we've got so many 88mm shells. You ready? You good, Mr. Fire?
Yeah, I'm not armed. On my frontal firing is remarkably empty right now, but I have 2 escorts, so we'll consider that good.
That is true. 2 escorts, both of which have a landing gear on the bottom of them that has very, very obviously been placed as like an afterthought. Just like,
Oh, it's great. So I mean, we may have to rename this something like
you have to rename it the Hunchback.
Yeah, like the pirate captain, because I've got a parrot on on both shoulders.
That's the Hunchback, man. We need to channel that BattleTech vibe as well.
Yeah.
We can blatantly still shoot our guns as well.
Alrighty.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right. We have one slight problem. I've now realised.
Yeah.
In order to give you the blueprint, the GPS locations for where we're headed on this salvage mission.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm thinking. What's my weight all of a sudden? No, grid mass is still 3.6, so I don't know why I'm...
Turn off your dampers, Farrell.
They are off.
Oh, okay. Get us out of orbit. We can always
Dampers
land.
and thrusters are all off for power savings, so...
Okay, yeah, same here. I was just double checking, mate.
Yeah,
no
kinda hard to tell
aspersions here,
sometimes.
don't you worry.
No, that was me burning the base. As I was settling down on my haunches, trying to figure out why I wasn't going upwards.
Oh, you're at the same time. I think your hover engines are off still. Don't forget. I weigh 172k. Farrell?
97,000.
Yeah, and I thought I had offloaded at least that much, but yeah, no, that's definitely we're pushing the limits. I might have made a mistake with going with heavy armor. I may have to at some point, when it's not in the middle of the stream, replace a lot of that with light armor.
Do a bit of a nah. You just need to do a bit of a
little armorectomy.
SE toolbox action on it.
Oh, that would be great if we could
just do it straight on the save and go. Select this grid, convert to light armor, done.
Yeah. And then just basically leave. Where am I going to, sir?
But again,
to space.
Let me see if I can link this. Wedgie's Folly. Here we go. Have a look and see if you've got GPS markers in your thing. I don't think you will do. Something is wrong with chat at the moment, but it's probably because of all these performance issues, right?
Global chat history. All I have is Hunter drone Mark II.
Check your actual GPS points. See if you've got any new ones.
No.
Yeah, so the chat is broken.
Okay. Well, Mr. Farrell, if you will come in here and...
Find yourself cryopods, ladies and gentlemen.
Find yourself a cryo bed.
Yep.
I shall remain in the electric banana of Wynn. I do like the look of the front of this. I love how it looks like, if you zoom in far enough, it looks like a corrupted version of something like potatoes. It's like
the electrical banana.
When potatoes got mad.
I'm in.
Okay, we are ready.
In fact, more R5 than potatoes, but yeah. Got angry, got armed. Right, taking a save, doing a reload.
So, chat, while we're doing this reload shuffle, you guys have any other questions for us, or?
Is there ever a use for heavy armor? Not really.
Yes, if you are
it
not
survives
working
a rifle.
with shields.
It survives a rifle. There you go. That's your reason for heavy armor.
If you're working with shields, without shields, then yes, I would say that there's a reason.
Even then, no, Tex. I disagree. Sorry, man, but it just the only thing it stands up to better is the sort of fire that you're not going to be taking anyway. When it comes to rocket fire just goes through armor blocks. It seems to be as simple as that. It just goes straight through it. And will damage blocks on the other side because of the explosion. Gatling fire, you protect against, yeah. But who's attacking a ship that's like... I mean, on a large ship with heavy armor, which is the only place that heavy armor shows any sort of robustness. On a small ship, it still falls apart like nothing else.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah. After the first time I got waylaid, I went with heavy armor in the nose, but you're probably right. It was probably just a case it needs more shields.
Why don't I use Tim to move my ammo, etc., says Bastion Dursk. Bastion, that's because in order to make Tim handle armor values and things like that for that sort of thing, you need to know... there's a specific tag, basically, attributed to every item in Space Engineers, and that tag is not necessarily as straightforward as you might imagine. It's not the name of the block. It's a sort of modified version of that was written as a single word. And to find that, you need to go digging through the SBC files and so on, and it's a pain in the arse. At some point, I admit, I do need to go through our world off-stream and sort Tim out on everything, because it's terrible at the moment. It's not how you should be using it, and there's a load of things we could do to make our life easier. But that's not an interesting thing to watch us do on a stream, by any means.
I will be back. I'm loading, and one of my neighbors has decided it's time to practice his drums. So I will close the window.
No worries. Any plans to visit Shaq? I'd like to visit Shaq one day. That would be fun. Go and check out the US with someone like Shaq. That would be awesome. We could go airsofting and, I don't know, do some shizzle, I'm sure. One day, I'm sure it'll happen. What happens when you microwave a hand grenade? I don't know. Wrong channel for that, I'm afraid. Tags might be able to be found from the Tim debug log. Yeah, maybe. You have to add them to the quota manually, though, Herbal Dance, so that side of things doesn't work. That's something like if... Actually, we're not hooked up to a ship that's got Tim on it, I don't think. No, if we were hooked up to the main base, I could show you that basically I've had to add some manual tags in, and again, those tags are not quite what you'd expect them to be. You have to go and dig them out. That gun is bigger than our fighters. It's about the same size as the shot rod, and ironically, shaped very similarly to the shot rod as well. Look at that. Oh dear.
I was mistaken. It was not my drummer neighbor. It was his entire band.
Oh, cool.
Fortunately, they're pretty good, and they don't play after unreasonable hours.
Any tips on building stuff that looks cool? Yeah. Well, obviously the obvious one that is time and keep doing stuff, but a lot of the time it's about just continually redoing stuff. And if you can get an idea in your mind of the most vague shape, then great. I mean, I tend to... just going to go into creative mode for a second to answer this. So I will tend to say I'm going to build a new fighter. I will tend to find like a shape that I like the look of just by like whacking down blocks. Sort of, I'll be like, okay, I want this fighter to kind of
I
maybe
just got an elevator error when loading in.
An elevator error?
Yep,
Yeah,
same
like
here.
ground floor or something.
Object missing, reference to an object.
Hey. So the elevator might be bugged. Roger.
Okay, I am in.
As am I.
Okay, the elevator's not bugged. Something about the elevator's bugged. So yeah, I would tend to sort of draw out a design first, sort of like literally the most basic shape possible. You get an idea of what you want the thing to look like, sort of in its absolute bare bones. So again, working on the idea that maybe I'm building a fighter here, I'm going to sort of work out a bit of a shape, and I'm going to work out a bit of a profile, just by slapping down some really random blocks, and I'll go back and look at it a few times and be like, actually, that's not a bad little profile there. So maybe you'd.
We have a corrupt scouting drone.
Yep.
1.3 kilometers.
Roger. And yeah, you might build it up on the top as well. But if you start like this, it gives you a really easy way of visualizing what your thing looks like. Anyway, removing creative mode tools and returning to... Yeah, I noticed by the fact that the sky is lighting up. Transmitting location. That's not acceptable. Seat/remote with higher priority is already occupied.
Okay, he's gone.
Yeah, and
shall we get out of here?
I would love to, but
no.
I may have fired the coil gun. I'm sorry.
No, I'm still connected, but I've got no control of the ship again.
You're not connected. Get out.
Yeah, I know I'm not connected at this point.
Better?
Survey says... Nope. Negative control.
I'm just wondering if maybe the host comes in and gets involved. It might, like, recover whatever's a bit broken with it.
Nope. Nothing.
Well, that weapon actually is something we've tested before, so yeah. But yes, I would say that the coil gun is still doing quite well, if definitely overkill for that kind of drone.
The fuck?
I mean, the fact that I can't even get any gyro spin out of that thing.
Yeah,
is...
no, I can't even control it as the host. You know what? Fuck this. I cannot be asked to deal with you reconnecting and so on.
Alright. There we go.
Yeah, just whatever, space engineers. Cannot be bothered with your crap at this point. We're just going to paste that back in again. It's going to fix it, because somehow it's hideously broken. I need to bring back potatoes in your videos with a soundboard of its awesome phrases. Maybe. Potatoes is not my thing, and I'm not sure if you remember, but my character wasn't a massive fan of potatoes.
Alright, I'm back on, and locked on.
Right, let me come in and lock as well. There you go. Locked in. You sorted, Mr. Tex?
I am.
Alright, can I send you a GPS location? This is what it all comes down to.
Let's see.
Are we allowed to use chat? Yes!
Mr. Texfire, remove that drone from my sky. Fire the coil gun. Aye, aye, Captain. Wedgie's Folly. Is that really where I'm going?
Yep.
Okay. Good to know.
Would you not want to visit Wedgie's Folly? I would.
I'd
like to see
Wedgie's
at
Folly.
that
What are you
point.
talking about?
Set us up for a jump. You want to spin us around? Full 180, Captain. Oh, it's kind of pretty. We've got a bit of an eclipse going on. Partial.
Mm-hmm.
99.19 kilometers.
That's
distant.
the puppy.
All right, turn off some of these other things that are junking at my head. And everyone is seated and their tray tables are in their full upright position. We will launch in 10, 9.
Your countdown is bolt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, fine. Now you've got
Launch.
it. K out from Wedgie's Folly. Disconnecting. Farrell is allowed to control his ship this time.
Yep, looks like.
And what do we have at the location?
Build and repair is off.
Coming into target. Build and repair is off.
This, I'm guessing, is the remains of doors from that one encounter we had where it nailed his cockpit.
Yeah, you say
That
remains.
looks pretty.
Not
That looks...
Not
Well,
really remains so much.
It looks reasonably intact.
Like, there's a chunk shot out of the front where his cockpit is, which is 100% the reason why both the Thugboat and the Electric Banana have the cockpit at the back of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But I reckon this is repairable.
Yeah, probably.
In fact, it looks like there's parts in this to get the... Oh no, we're missing computers.
Let me see if I've got any tucked away over here.
In fact, it's powered up and everything.
Yeah, I've got some computers on me.
How are the batteries looking?
There we go. One cockpit all set.
Does she fly?
Well, let's see.
Up, down, left, right. You're
Yep.
a bit on fire again there. Don't worry, I'll got you.
Yep. A little
I'm
leak
not
on the left, right,
entirely
but...
sure what's on fire there, to be fair, but... Oh. Right. No, Wedgie. We're removing these immediately. I'm fed up with trash removing them.
Yeah, I don't think they exactly did any good in that engagement.
Evidently not. And yet... There we go. Just do not turn on his projector, please. I love how the turrets are still connected, even though there's very clearly no block holding them on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise...
Are we salvaging or are we tearing it down?
I'd say take her back as is.
There's
Park her
already
right where
one
the,
back at the base. That's the thing.
Yeah, but there's a lot of parts in it. I mean...
Yeah, but that's why we tear it apart and just carry it with us as parts. It's flyable, but... Like, what are we going to do with it?
You can lock it off to the good intentions, or we can just tear it down
It's
right here.
flyable and it's packed with parts. I think
way.
it would be better to tear it down here with the good intentions backed off a bit. Actually. On the basis that the good intentions seems to be having some weight problems. And I think it might be better if we fly down separately with as much of the cargo as this as possible loaded up into the fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see.
So,
what
well, you
else
have to
I got
back
in
off. We can turn on build and repair, and you can.
Yep.
But yeah,
Not turn on build.
not
and repair.
turn on build and repair. But as a whole, I think this might be a good idea for you not to load yourself up too much early game. You know. Painting a pink. Sorry, Wedgie. Turn it into a shuttle. Nah. I want to watch Wedgie get his ship torn apart. Do I have the wrong pink? Is that not the right pink? No, that is the right pink. Oh, the build and repair's not set up? Bob, mate, what are you doing? Oh, you're not set up. Or maybe you are. No, you are set up. Okay. You want to grind the thing, Bob? You're up for that? Go on, have that.
Oh, come on.
Hey! Bob's alive!
Yeah,
Bob was my uncle.
Yes, all of Wedgie's belongings do belong to Uncooperative Survival. And should he return, the one that's back at the base is a superior design, says Wedge. I hope so, given that this one clearly fell by getting his cockpit shot out and nothing else. I better hope.
Mr. Wedge, how is everything in Japan, by the way?
Yes, how is the world of Japan? Mr. Wedgehog. And Farrell, yours does not seem to be doing anything.
Yeah, it should be now. I'm seeing stuff flying back and forth here.
I'm not on my end. Oh no.
Why don't we just do this from an efficiency standpoint? If we need to offload some, we'll offload some.
No. It's fine. I'm going to make use of the fact that I've got a blooming tier 3 grinder. Wedgie's projector is still on. Wedgie, you are a bloody nightmare, and you're not even here.
I mean, because Good Intentions does have 10 bobs on them.
Alright, turn the Good Intentions on. This is taking forever.
It's already on.
It's not doing it then. Or if it
Yeah,
is.
it is on my screen. Either that or there's little tiny missiles being shot to and from it at a rate of a couple per second.
No, it's just taking it apart from the inside out by the looks of things.
Yeah, that's part of the prioritization, though.
I know, I'm just saying. Thus, it's not very visible from the outside.
Because it should be doing the auto repair system, then the ship controller, then the thrusters, gyroscopes, cargo. So yeah, armor blocks are like the last thing.
It's worth noting though that with a tier 3 grinder, you do some decent work. Yeah, someone drop a thruster on Wedgie's head.
You know what I could do right now, to be honest? I could replace the Tex thruster, the Tex guns, which don't actually have any ammo, and put some Mark 1s back in there right now that I do have ammo for. That way
least
we're
for
not
the time
totally
being, yeah.
disarmed. Yeah. Until we get a chance to actually make some of this.
The slow realization of how expensive these ships are. As you continue to grind through heavy armor blocks or light armor blocks for days. Of course, all the while you do that, Tex, you do distract Bob.
Yeah.
Where's my ship gone? There it is. Wow, the amount of grinding necessary to tear this thing apart.
Lots of components.
I mean, it's good news, don't get me wrong, but... working on it, I think is how they describe it. How's it even looking? Wow, we've like still maybe done half of it at best. Fucking hell. Ooh, sweeping pattern bob drones. Oh man, I could use the same idea I did with the hover engines, with those like perimeter defense drones with the turrets on them, but do it with bob and a perimeter defense turret. So they just, instead of having bobs everywhere over the base, they just sweep around.
A perimeter bob system.
I wonder if I could even set it up with a sensor and a specifically triggered block, where as part of their route, they go over a specific location where they drop their cargo at.
Drop off or pick up, for that matter.
Well, they don't, I don't think they need to pick up. I mean, they could for repair purposes, I suppose, but you know what I mean? You could, I mean, in order to pick up, they would need to do... Actually, just thinking, no, you wouldn't. You could do it with a conveyor sorter and just drop parts out, or with Tim and just drop parts out. Like, load this cargo container up with X amount of this and just drop it out so that something's capable of coming around and picking it up. Yeah, some interesting ideas there. I like that. Autonomous sort of repair and deletion drones. Good thinking, sir. Mr. Shellshock, thank you for the suggestion. I shall take one moment to actually write it on my pad. I've got a pad now, because people keep coming up with good suggestions and I keep forgetting them. Sniper drone incoming.
Roger that.
Chat's got our back as usual. Disable Bob. Go for it.
Bob offline.
I wish there was a shortcut for turning the crosshair on and off. Hello, friend. You seem to be getting shot. Oof. It's Farrell, not 100% happy with this. It's fine, though. Because neither is Mr. Sniper Drone. I will follow the remaining bit as it smokes off into space.
Would have had a nice ram on it, but it got a missile off at the last moment.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I can't even, there's no point in me turning my Bob back on. I'm completely full right now.
How am I looking? I got a bit of space. I'm trying to catch up with the high velocity remains. Can't help when we keep signals off. Okay, I'll try to remember to keep them on. It just looks better. Oh, so much cooler.
Oh, I'm getting shot. We got damage coming in.
I'm on it.
Tex is getting shot. Alright, I'm on the wreck at the moment.
3 strike drones.
Yep.
Oh shit, strike drone. What? Okay. Oh, the distance I can see this from is hilarious.
Okay, there's probably, what, one more left somewhere? Or are you just targeting floating debris at this point?
I think I'm just targeting orbital debris.
Sweet. More salvage.
Indeed. I don't even honestly know how much of a scratch it did in the shields.
It looks cool from long range, watching all that stuff go off. The bob's a bit overkill with the grinding effect, but everything else looks really good.
Yep. Am I in range of those as well?
I'm pushing, trying to tow one of them back to you here if I can.
Okay, yeah, one of them's getting around now. Oh, hey,
Whoa.
easy.
Okay, I'm
off.
Yeah, I'm glad I had the shields on for that because I took cut some of the edge of that one. That was about almost half shield power there.
Ooh, was that one of the battleship cannons?
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're on, and they got small ships targeting on as reasons. Because that's a good thing to default on too.
Hello, I'm back. Well, plenty of components on this trip, if nothing else.
There we go. Yep, that should slow him down enough to,
Bob's going at it hard. Bob seems far more willing to grind enemy blocks than the pink ones. It's weird.
It's probably a...
No, I mean, like, the speed with which he seems to be doing it seems to be faster on the enemy grids. That might be subjective, of course.
I think it's prioritizing the enemy grids first. Excuse me. Can I get you to tweak the turrets again? I had to regroup. I think not all of them have the right settings.
I would gather that by the fact that
those battleship cannons shouldn't be shooting at small ship.
Yeah, no worries. I'm on it. Are they still in the? Have you grouped them all still?
Yeah, they're all still grouped in battleship.
Nice one.
Turrets.
As long as that's the case, then we're sorted. Okay, some of those are not showing up as. I can do it with the pikemans. No, what on earth? Do I not get to have those options unless the block's on? No, the smart turret options have disappeared.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be because I'm on a connected grid. Let me try directly connecting just in case. But yeah, on that at least, there were no smart turret options all of a sudden. So something's gone weird. I need a control panel on the main vessel on the outside because I'm lazy. This one will be directly connected. It's not on a piston.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out why the jump drive is smoking. But it's completely 100%. Can't explain that one. Okay. Hey, Farrell.
Yep.
Just so you know, if you come down here to the good intentions, there is a set of elite grinders and welders.
Oh, I picked up some before I left base.
In one of the cargo containers.
Yep. Problem is the inventory is packed on the thug boat right now, and mine is about to be packed. We still have an external connector here. Oh, that's right. It's up on the roof.
Oh, holy heck. Wedgie, how many bobs did you have on this thing?
Yeah, for some reason, the most recently built pikemans on your vessel do not have smart targeting. And all of the other pikemans do. I don't understand.
Okay.
Like the base pikemans do, But
all the parts, all the parts. There they go.
These ones do not. Ah.
No, I just moved 2 of them.
It's a bit random. Yeah, none of them have it. None of the pikemans have smart targeting anymore. I've turned smart targeting on for all the big turrets, but the pikemans can't do it anymore for some reason.
Okay, that's interesting.
Maybe they only show if you own the block? Perhaps, but I don't think I own his big turrets either. The ones I was able to do it with. We can check easily enough. No, these have got exactly the same settings, these battleship cannons, and these have got targeting options like they should. But if I scroll down to...
Yeah, you kind of bumped it there, Phil.
Yeah.
Where are the ISM part? Yeah, if I scroll down to these, they don't have it. They've just got standard ones.
That is what I'm good at with the
you're not
boat.
close with the... There you go. There you go. Lock.
Come on. Gonna lock
No, it's not lighting up.
Yeah.
You're going to have to rotate a little bit. No, you just turn it off.
Yeah.
There you go. Green. Might want to turn auto lock on.
Yeah, it is on.
Hmm.
Okay, we're mostly done with that mess of Wedgie's ship. The one who is odd finally got caught up. You guys sound odd at 2 times speed. Yeah, that's the problem with trying to catch up with the stream that's ongoing. It's not enough to just catch up at 1.5 times, because that'll take a while, because we're still streaming. Well, thank you, man.
Oh. Yeah, just Farrell, don't worry about it.
Okay.
And log. Yes, some of the soundtrack this evening is from Group Survival on the basis that, hey, some of it's from Group Survival and some of it's stuff that I was going to use for Group Survival because, well, it's good music. It's good background.
The heck am I hitting out here?
Me and then probably Tex. I mean, you reverse straight into me. Good driver.
Crap, I'm inheriting the spirit of Wedge.
Yep. Or Tex, I don't know. Both.
Tonight, the role of Wedge will be played by Farrell.
That's even more appropriate because we don't even have a Farrell update. Oh, she's almost done. Oh, I'm being shot.
Kamikaze drone.
Oh,
I dodged it just. Look, dude. Not cool.
Oh.
That almost went straight into the back of the banana. That's so close to not dodging that.
okay, well, we're ready to get out of here.
That sounds like a plan. Apparently we're attracting some attention.
As soon as I can find you guys, because I think there's some massive desync going on, because you're just kind of walking off into the distance, and I can't see anyone.
You are 280 meters away.
Really, huh?
Yep.
I got nothing. I've got my beacon, I've got my GPS points, but that's it.
Wasted, if you want to send me the next GPS point, we'll...
Hang on.
Or if you can.
Farrell, can you jump out?
Yep. Now you just suddenly showed up.
How about now? Turn around. Can you see, like, is things updated?
Nope. I've got your indicator, but that's it.
Alright, follow me. Can you see a ship here? Slow down?
Oh, okay. No.
Oh,
That'd be a no.
That would be a definite no.
Alright. What I want you to do is land to my left. Imagine, just to my left, is a flat platform.
The other shoulder pad.
Oh boy.
You're landing on a shoulder pad, and you can see my characters standing on something, right?
No, I can't, because you've gone walking off into the distance again.
Okay, let me just get up. There you go. Can you see my character now?
Nope.
Maybe you should park this ship.
Tuesdays for the win.
Welcome to Space Engineers Blind Man's Bluff, where we're going to try to park
his ship. Farrell can unload your cargo into your ship.
Marco.
Yeah, I'm not carrying anything, so we're good.
Hello.
Oh, wait a minute.
Marco.
I say I don't have anything, but let me make sure I'm not going to lose.
Oh, no, chat. If Lucas is here, I have an idea for him. At Shellshock, Lucas is here. Go away. Enough of that. No collaboration. You're collaborators. You know what happens.
Okay. I have no cargo left, and now I'm
Wow.
Manipulated
just
fuse.
watching the thug boat spin around on an axis.
I love how
perfect.
there is
now it's gone.
There is a legit deal with different people like their stuff set up differently. Like both you and Wedgie are just way more gyro than I am happy with.
Oh, I thought you were talking about even just on the number bar.
Oh, even on the bar as well, like where things are. True, but no. In that case, what stood out to me immediately was just like, wow, this has got more gyro than I would want on a ship.
So I can see the thug boat is locked to something, but I still see not what it's locked to.
But can you get into it?
I can drop down into where the ship should be, and I'm back in.
Strife says, smart turrets terminal control sometimes disappear. The mod author knows about it.
Oh, okay. So that's not necessarily something specific to the ISM stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and more importantly, Manipulated Fuse gave $5 Australia and said, hey guys, finally get to catch a stream. Much love from Australia.
I love how Tex says Australian with an Australian accent. Like a little bit. It's got a little edge to it. It doesn't say it with these standard. $5 is Australian.
Okay, so I'm in. I've got the thug boat safed up for jump.
Okay, I don't have a jump coordinate.
And Wasted's avatar is just slowly walking off into space again.
Yep. Don't worry. I'm hoping the jump will update us. If not, we've been going for, what's this, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, so it's probably getting to break times anyway, but...
At the very least, if anything, I've got some clips to show next week.
Yeah. I have been asked recently for some feedback on Space Engineers multiplayer. In particular, I've been asked to provide some maps. Which was...
Wait a minute. Whoa, hang on a second. Yeah. Shell shock. Look. Lucas doesn't need help.
Anyway, yeah, I've been asked about providing some maps for multiplayer that are causing problems, and it's just like, oh my god.
Every single one of them.
Really?
That's not the right approach for this. Sorry, maps that are causing problems. No, what you're talking about there is single player. If it's a map that's causing the problem, it's a single player problem. That is just an engine problem. That's nothing to do with multiplayer. No, just go and actually get a large number of people together in any scenario with some blocks around and see what happens. Look at the start of Engineer Wars when we're trying to get 16 people in or 14 people in, and you're getting sim speed 0.4 just because people are standing there. Okay, right, are we jumping? Oh, I need to give you a GPS. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am.
Yep.
Let us travel to the location that is Wedgie again.
Wedgie again.
Well, that's because when I was looking through it, I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, Wedgie, you left a completely intact ship just floating off into the distance. And then I kept looking through it, and I came across another one. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, really, Wedgie? This one's even more intact than the last one was.
Okay, everyone in their seats.
Mm-hmm.
So we are traveling 379 kilometers. This will give you an idea of how long this one's been traveling for. It was not the furthest ship I found. There was one ship that we could have gone for, but it was 1,700 kilometers away. It had been traveling at 100 kilometers, 100 meters a second for long enough to end up 1,700 kilometers away.
Well, it's got power. There's a beacon.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, a lot of these ships are basically completely intact, except for the fact that because Wedgie likes to be his cockpit at the front, the cockpit is all shot out.
So is the good intentions there for you again, Farrell, or no?
Nope. In fact, I didn't even see the jump. I saw it on the stream and not in person. I am still right where I was
Keen,
as far as the game is concerned.
if you want some... turn off your... I said the smart turret... Apparently there's a bug with the smart turret targeting. It doesn't show up occasionally at random for some turrets. It fixes itself. It's just a random thing. He knows about it. But yeah.
Okay, and apparently it might accidentally shoot at Wedgie's ship.
Yeah, for now, I don't think that's the smart targeting.
Oh, God, it looks cool though when it does it, though.
Oh, yes, it does, because ISMs look amazing. they legit, while they make the wrong sound, all you need to do is change the sound into like an Imperial laser sound, and you're pretty much sorted. You have your, you know what I mean? It's just, it is, the effect for it is perfect. And someone needs to make a green variant of it as well, and then we're sorted. Because it...
okay, somebody's... you guys are stopping me. That's why. I thought I was drifting.
Shouldn't be me. I've got thrusters and dampeners off.
I had thrusters off. Now I've turned dampers off as well, and it seems to have made an effect, even though my thrusters were turned off. So, yeah. All right, we've turn Bob off. Turn Bob 7. Bob off. Bob off.
Bob is off.
For some reason, he sees this as an enemy ship.
My Bob is off.
All right, I'm going to jump out of the cockpit, commit suicide, and see if I can respawn on the good intentions.
Okay, there was more of a space plane here last time I looked. We did just remove a chunk from the rear end.
I get out of the thug boat and I'm still in the same spot in space and can even get back in the thug boat. Keen, you want evidence? What's going on?
No. They want maps. Oh, hey, I should probably close my face shield. Why was that open? Yeah, no, it's missing a whole bunch now.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my client completely bugged out. I can't even respond to good intentions, apparently. Come on, render it in.
Thanks for providing us with admin tools that don't work, Keaton. It's very kind of you. It's like, can use all terminals, admin tool. Therefore, I can control all terminals, right? And change ownership. Nah.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Okay, I can respawn there.
That would be useful. Or something, I don't know.
There we go. Back.
Get into a cryopod. I'm reloading this bollocks. This is fucking broken. Like, I want to take control of this. I don't have to build ourselves a new SST. I wanted to take this and convert it. I thought it would be fun.
Okay. Alright, I'm in.
Although, again, after our recent barrage, it's looking a lot more ruined than it was. This was basically intact. Do you remember how I said that it surprised me like even the second one was even more intact than the first?
Yeah,
this is not how it looked. But it's a small ship made out of light armor, and when whatever that is, 12 ISMs open up on it, or whatever you've got on this, I imagine shredding is the word, and not the guitar variety.
You know, Swiss cheese. Okay, we are in a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna do a save. We're gonna go for a quick break because we've been going for 2.5 hours now. I could do with a quick bio. I'm sure all of you folks that are watching could do with a quick refresh. Stand up, stretch your legs, go and grab a drink, take a bio, whatever you need to do. And we will see you in a couple of minutes after no Farrell this week because he let me down. Son of a bitch.
No, Keen let us down.
You say that.
Three lines of update. Come on. There's more bugs in the game than 3 lines.
Either way, we're going to do a save, a reload. And while we do this, I will play a quick video in theme of some content coming up real soon on the channel because we don't have any Farrell this week. Because again, He's a hater. I'm not gonna let you know. You're not getting off easy now. No way. People expect it. They're like, oh, have we got a Pharaoh segment this week?
Defenders, are you ready? Yes. Hey, you ready? Right, time on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, my God. Yeah. There should be no one in that top tower. Sorry, but there's no way. No. You can't do that. You can't do that. Last moving left. Good job. They're up close. I can see movement behind this wall here. Hit. I'm going to. Dead man coming out! Come on, guys, use the smoke, get up to the walls! Get up to the walls, they can't hit you! Oh, good call. Check there's no one in this tower as well.
This dude with the Luger and the old school rifle in his helmet made my day. Fucking epic.
I'm on you. Just get in. Hang on.
Ready?
Clear that side to me. Watch this. Ready? Team. One in the tower there. Get him in the legs. Oh no, good. Good moving. That's an entrance way. That'll be friendlies.
You might take the right on the way up.
Oh! Hit!
And that dude there, I get straight in the forehead.
Sorry, fella.
And
Was all I had.
poor guy.
Oh, hit in the back by
Anyway.
teammate. Cheers, guys.
Space Engineers is still going because app already running means that it takes you a while to reload Space Engineers, apparently. Maybe we can do this.
I like the guide with the World War II camo.
That dude was amazing. What with the Luger and the World War II camo, and just like sticking his head up over the edge. He's like, whatever, bro. I'm just gonna sit up here with my dodgy as hell Luger and just shoot over the top of this wall. No, I'm down with that. Not only that, but since then I've 100% nicked that way of poking over the wall. That stump is amazing.
If we can get that, they're screwed. Surely.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Wasn't sure you were back yet.
Yep. Game was just taking its sweet time telling me that I could join the game. Or attempt to.
I like that when it tells you can join the game, but then tells you that your connection to the server is timed out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really ready for you to join yet.
Yep.
You have to call like 10 potato and then try to join.
It's like if I count the number of rotations of the spinning mandala on the stream from when it starts to load, maybe I can time it.
Do you want me to fill you in on something that you'll never forget? Look closely at that spinning mandula and see how it's not properly aligned centrally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the little divots in it don't line up.
No.
They will never line up.
No, not that. Mm-hmm. The circles themselves are not centered. So look, one of them is spinning slightly off center. So it's nothing to do with whether the things are lining up. One of them is not actually spinning around the same central point as the rest. And once you've seen it, you can never unsee it, and it'll bug you forever. You're just like, why is that one not in the middle? Why is that one off center like that? Stop doing that.
No, the thing that's driving me nuts is it's giving me that loading screen with the armor blocks that you think are there that aren't there, that you want, because they're that one shape that doesn't exist. And it's like the game is just rubbing that in my face.
This week on Salt Wars.
Hey, the game's loaded. Alright, so if you guys want to watch any more of the video that's currently playing, at least in this very cool site near us called The Billet, which is an old spider barracks is what they were called. They were used in World War II, and they're basically two buildings next to each other with these 8 fingers on each side. Sorry, 4 fingers on each side, essentially 8 legs with 2 joining corridors. Really interesting environment to play. There's a video up on the channel, just search Billet, and you will find the edited version of this, which is a multi-POV, like I switch between 4 different guys, and we have a map up on screen and so on. But in the meanwhile, let's get back to Space Engineers. If Space Engineers wants to register that it's actually there. There you go.
Still running.
Whoa.
Just announcing, oh, I love how there's a bunch of smoke that comes out the gun after I fire. Did you spy Airsoft Jesus? Hell yes, you spied Airsoft Jesus. Airsoft Jesus is my compadre, my partner in crime for all airsoft goodness. Also known as Sparky, which is equally reverencing. So, this thing's ruined. Like, there's no way we can repair this into any sensible state because we've got a, like, the center column of it's just messed. I can't help but feel like we might want to start again with this rather than try and rebuild this into something useful. Because I want to go back down to Earth,
Yeah.
but I really want to build ourselves like a proper SSTO cargo plane. Nothing massive, like small ships still,
I'm back
but
in.
something that we can make those journeys with, you know? So, I mean, I'm feeling we tear this down, use the parts we've gained from this trip, maybe jump back to the donut, and build ourselves an SSTO to go down and check main base again. Our planet base.
Yep,
Where are you off to?
I'm digging that.
Mr. Tex.
Sounding like a steam locomotive actually right now.
Chugga, 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 chugga,
Yeah, but
chugga.
where is he going?
I don't know.
Where are you going,
You're-
Tex? Well,
you're
like-
leaving the wreck behind.
Tex, you're leaving the wreck. What are you doing?
No, I'm not leaving the
Yes,
rest.
you are.
Yeah, you are.
No.
You're moving both of our short-range ones away from it. We were lined up and stuff. Pardon me. And collision.
No,
Close.
I just wanted to
Close.
watch through the window.
You wanted to be able to look out the
the.
back. I understand.
Hi.
Hi there. Where's me wave emote? Why do I not have this on the bars? This is the moment. Surely I do. Nope. Not a thing. I love the fact that we've got a category that's just called Gothic.
Get back to work.
Oi! Oi! Get your ass back here. You can get back to work. We got Bob for that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. I'm turning Bob on.
Okay, so actually the one that needs to get back to work is you, is what you're saying.
Sure.
Grind down his window. No, it's all right. Poor Tex. So
Wow.
much salt. He hasn't warranted this.
Jeez.
Farrell, maybe.
Hey!
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
As a
that's
substitute
something
wedgie, you do sort of inherit a certain amount of responsibility.
Okay, I'll give you that. However, that
Farrell
does mean I'm...
just inherits Wedgie's past crimes by default.
Yeah, and you shall inherit the atmospheric thruster being dropped on your head at the rate that you're going.
Oh my word.
Wedgie would approve. Of course, he was trying to abscond. No, abscond. He was trying to defect to the corrupt faction.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Earlier during the break.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just gonna work with Lucas. I'm gonna make things to screw these guys. Mm-hmm. Don't ever change, Wedge. Don't ever change.
Aw, Pretty. Wedgie, no, Tex, are you flying the intentions at the moment?
I am.
Can you twist a little bit to your port side, please, my friend?
Port?
Twist a little port, yes. There's a lovely shot of the intentions with the two ships on the
Any
back of
further?
it. Nah, I think that looks good. I just need to get it a bit tighter, and then maybe turn off this ugly crosshair that needs a keybind. There we go. And you press F4,
Oh
and
man,
it takes
I
a
would
little
love a keybind for
put
that.
crosshair on off. Wouldn't it be amazing? Yep.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Mod it. Crosshair on off, keybind. In the middle of what? Of class? In the middle of class professor drowning on about something. Only way to not nap. Watching at 1.5 speed to catch up. Thank you, Damien. When you eventually get to this point, and you'll be like, oh yeah, he did say it. That's the weird thing about the guys that donate when they're catching up. Is like, you are going to see that for like at least half an hour. Some good salvaging, but this is taking a long time. Bob used to be quicker, I swear. I know I'm being lazy with this particular wreck and not helping, but which probably should, given I've got the tier 3 grinder on me as well.
I may turn down the radius on these pike guns. I don't know that I need them opening up at 600.
Oh, that's a good point. Let me check if the
What do you think about 400 or something like that?
okay, these have a dodgy hitbox. In fact, they don't even exist. They're not really there. But yes, the smart turreting might be working now, so let me see if the ISMs are fixed. Nope.
No, sir.
Denied. She's just dumb, given that they're working on the base with smart turrets just fine. Hey. Wow, Farrell is much more wedgy than me, says Wedgie.
I don't even know what that. I don't even know
what am I
that
supposed
means.
to take from that? Drop that ammo on his head like a boss.
Oh, okay. he approves of this.
He's like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
All right,
Hey,
Bob.
you can send your PayPal to Farrell1701 at PayPal. No.
Don't do that. That's not necessarily a thing.
Yeah.
Please don't.
No,
Please don't.
Actually, don't.
There is no guarantee that is actually any way connected to me.
Just to be clear, there might be a Farrell 1701. He'd probably be pleased with the cash, but
Because someone probably has registered that account already by now.
if you fancy going to the YouTube channel, however,
There you go.
Wait, look at that segue
if you haven't actually gone to Farrell's YouTube channel, which would be www.youtube.com/Farrell, or do you still have the 1701 on it?
No, it still has the 1701.
Farrell 1701.
It's linked in the video description.
If you haven't done that and subscribed, then why not?
Hang on.
I have a feeling I'm going to be working on some stream videos for next week.
We need to go and check this. YouTube.com/. Come on, where Chrome's auto suggestion stuff is terrible. Having been a Firefox user for a long time, the auto fill when you've been to previous stuff before on Chrome is useless. It loves to try and give you search results instead of trying to just take you back to a thing you've already been to. Am I the only one with this? But I revisit stuff quite often. I go and type it into the Chrome search bar, and I'm like, why is it not bringing up stuff that I've already visited? Why can't I just type in simple phrases and have it bring that most relevant search result up, you know? And it just doesn't do that. Although it's worth noting, I'm sure you'd be interested to hear this, Mr. Farrell. Mm-hmm. When you search Farrell 1701 on the YouTubes, at least for me, your top result is a video from Dog Captain, which I may or may not go and DMCA because it is basically a compilation of other people's videos just edited together with some music behind it, like mine and Wedgie's and Last Stand Gamers and yours and just a whole bunch of people's videos. Just here you go, here's a montage of stuff other people have made. And then we got Swordsman Joe and Last Stand Gamers, and your first video is unfortunately 6th because that's how YouTube works. GG. I literally searched for Farrell, and Farrell was 6th in the results.
Seems totally legit. I don't know what your problem is.
But yeah, the point of all of this is he's been providing us with some solid entertainment, some solid patch updates, and all sorts of stuff for a long while. And as I suspected, come on guys, look at this shit. This is a screenshot live. Let's fit it to the screen of Farrell's YouTube channel. Plenty of videos there, but do you notice something really important? It's up here. Do you see it? Do you see it yet? I can make it bigger for you. There it is. Right in the middle. We really need to make that there at least 1,000. Because that is pretty ridiculous, given the quality of content that he puts out.
Well, given that there are 629 people watching right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, let's give Farrell some love, because he has produced some really cool Space Engineers content, and right now trying to make something new on YouTube is as difficult as it has ever been. Not only are there more YouTube creators out there than there ever have been, and so it just steadily gets more difficult just due to saturation, but YouTube's algorithms hate on new creators, and recently they've I mean, Farrell's channel will, regardless of any previous performance, have just been demonetized, I'm sure, because he does not make the recent new criteria up.
Okay, somebody did point out, I'm sorry, it is a little funny that you're actually not subscribed.
Not subscribe to the guy that I'm in the process of promoting. Of the two things. Come on now.
Okay, shall we? Where to? I do have one asteroid that has uranium. We could do a field test of the. Could do a field test of the mining beam.
Yes, the hentai heaven in the Facebook tent, right. In order to stem this off immediately, let's just take a screenshot of this one as well, which was something that I was linked earlier, but apparently this is going to be necessary. Look, there you go. This is what I was looking at. It is a cartoon strip containing entirely no nudity that I was linked earlier by someone on Discord. And it's quite amusing. It entirely involves a pseudo-rape scenario where two strong and buff fellas essentially accost other dudes and then make them up to look like girls. And in a slight piss take of the whole hentai thing, in that all hentai dudes also kind of look like girls. So basically they just put a skirt on them and do up their hair, and then you've got exactly a hentai girl that looks exactly the same as the hentai dude you were just looking at. Which I found quite funny. So there you go.
Okay. Is everyone in a seat? Shall we go get some uranium?
I want to get into the seat of my actual vehicle, having killed myself once again with a fucking door in this game. Because that's another thing now. Shutting doors on yourself and accelerating faster than you expect are the two biggest dangers in Space Engineers these days. Don't do airlocks, kids.
Remember, space doesn't hurt people, airlocks do.
Oh, Wedgie, don't even start. Okay. If everyone is in their places with bright, shiny faces.
Yep, let's give Beat Echo there what he's looking for.
Jump drives cannot be used to jump into a natural gravity field. Unfortunately, the one I just did was uranium asteroid.
Okay, yeah.
It's probably just within range of it.
I may have to go to the interstation one first.
Go to the donut, maybe.
Yeah, but I think it's by the donut, and what's happening is that it's clipping through the planet to get there.
Debop says, let's be honest, people, the dodgy tabs will be on another window. And I would counter that with, let's be honest, people, I close all the dodgy tabs when I'm streaming, not because I'm worried about people seeing them, but more because I'm worried about PC performance. I just shut everything I don't need.
Hey, good news is, this time I am seeing the jump effects.
But to be fair,
hooray!
The things you should be picking up, my dodgy tabs were visible on that screenshot. Just for me, the dodgy tabs are the fact that if you look, there's at least 4 of like the 12 tabs that are open that are entirely directed towards things that I should not be buying.
Oh yeah,
like there's a couple of higher end preamps for the mic I'm currently using in the list, and stuff like that. There's a scan link, I think, for a Ryzen system I want to build as a second at some point, and that sort of idea. Hentai Airsoft is in the other tabs. Ruffle. Oh my god, I'm suddenly reminded of Guns und Panzer as soon as he remembers that.
Oh god. Yeah, that visual novel was, yeah.
Oh Jesus, this stream changed direction quite dramatically.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
All right, we are charging the drive.
You know people are going to go back and look. God, what have I actually got open at the moment? Okay, I've got my inboxes, Twitter, Battlezone, the Battlezone Combat Commander, which looks super interesting. Remake of Battlezone. Like, I'm super excited about that. Blood Bowl reference sheet, which is for the Blood Bowl League we're running on Armco. Come and join us. It's pretty damn cool. I should promote this as well, because we're running a... If any of you guys remember Blood Bowl, the Warhammer tabletop game that was fantasy football orientated, well, we're running a league over on Armco now. I've got ourselves a funky poster to kind of say, hey, come and join the league, come play us. It's a wonderful thing because it's something you can play, like, it's 1v1, but you contribute constantly to an ongoing league with team progression and so on. So yeah, come join the Caveman Open. Play against me and others. Nice reminder that Armco Discord is a cool place to hang out. Link down below.
Link in details in the link below.
I can actually field one of the questions there from the one who is odd. The Thugboat actually is out on the workshop right now.
You know what I'm going to do? Hang on a second here. We've got a perfectly good asteroid we're going by here. Let's check that out. I can't actually hear you, Wasted. I don't know if the stream can hear you or not.
Yeah,
You sound like you've switched to the other mic source.
I have switched to the mic that's on my head. Roger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was responding to initially the one who is odd, who was asking about blueprint uploads, and the fact that Farrell has obviously already mentioned that his is up as it stands. The Thugboat you can go and grab. I need to. I think the Shot Rod is up in one of its early variants. But I need to update it to the modern ones, and also I either need to persuade Tex to do the same and link those, or just do it without his knowledge and claim them for my own.
I have no problem with putting them in.
Roger that. Today, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, guys? Welcome to Wasted Space, and today we're taking a look at the new ship I've made. It's called the Good Intentions.
Platinum.
Can't recall whether we really need that much of that, but kind of hard to grab a little bit.
Always use more platinum. What are you talking about?
But if there's one thing you can trust with me, I find a new way of screwing up every single stream. So this stream was, let's use the mic that's on my head. Look, we can use this mic, and it's horrible. You don't want to listen to this mic. It's like, listen to how crap it sounds in comparison.
Okay.
And that's with it in front of my face. Screw that mic.
Okay, have we saved again? Just to be on the make sure part that this thing doesn't crash
It's
the entire
gotten all
game.
very Divinity on us all of a sudden. I reversed for like
Did you just kill yourself?
Space engineers, you can just... What even?
Did you just kill yourself?
Yes, and but it was like
With your jetpack
0.5 of a meter. I didn't go anywhere.
And then all I saw was Bob picking up your pieces.
All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on the battery status control.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. GPS, asteroid.
He wasted. Have some
Yeah,
cash
concurrent.
and keep up the good work. That's ironically timed, my friend. Ironically timed. While I very much appreciate it, your idea of good work is intriguing. I survived the door roulette and then did it again. Oh, screw this new jetpack. I hate it. I hate it with all my life. Oh, there's a pretty view out the window, though.
Oh, and
Goodbye, Farrell. Goodbye, Tastebar. Welcome to Tuesday. How's your Tuesday going?
Seconds before it crashed, I actually saw the battery status monitor go offline, so that killed all power, definitely.
Okay, well,
Keen would like to know what we were doing. What should we tell him?
Space engineers, we'll make sure the issue will be fixed as soon as possible. Thank you, Keen Software House.
Let's see. Reference once
We
again.
got like 2
a wasted
feet from
space
it in
stream.
comparison to before. I don't get that. You're so close. Is it because we don't have any uranium, and so we're super low on supplies in general, and thus don't have the power to supply it?
I don't know.
Is this a uranium spot? It's not.
No, it was.
We need to
it was
find
a little bit of platinum.
Rejoin, we need to find a uranium spot.
Yep.
We need to power it up, and then maybe we can do something. And then when we get to the uranium spot, let's manual mine for a bit and fill up all the reactors.
So you didn't actually crash, though.
No, I am invulnerable.
Okay. I want to make sure it only crashed our clients, not yours.
I'm Tony Stark. Got my suit. It's fine. Just don't let me near doors or a jetpack.
Roger.
You know, there's too
Okay.
many times I've had to send an error report to Keen saying, please check out wasted stream from X date. You'll see it.
That was basically what happened when I was talking to people earlier today. It was like, okay, well, you know, have you got anything you can provide us that evidences, like, some problems with space engineers? I was like, yeah, okay, here's all of the recent streams. What would you like? Would you like
And
some...
here's
Sorry, go ahead.
Here's this timestamp and that timestamp.
Yeah, it was, mostly I was linking last week's stream where we were just phasing randomly through objects. It's like, if you're asking about multiplayer, well, this is 2 people, and by the way, I'm the host, and I'm phasing through objects.
So Craig Connors,
how?
the turret is indeed working, because we just used it earlier in the stream without crashing. So it's not just the turret, it's just that for some reason the power requirements went way up there. And enough to crash our clients.
Maybe
that's
it's
the
maybe it's certain kind of materials require higher power to mine.
We'll turn the radius back down to 100.
It might be because we're
during the
connected
test.
as well.
You think? That would
I
be
don't
weird.
know, but it's a possible. It's a different. You know, we weren't connected previously. We are now. If you're going to do like proper testing, then we should not be connected to the vessel.
No, that's a good point.
Nope, I had the elite.
You know what I mean?
Welder
What is the range set on it right now?
I
On the
don't
beam.
know. And yes, I'm sorry, Jumangand. I did miss your first donation, and it makes me feel kind of terrible that you had to put another donation in to make me notice that I'd missed your first donation. That's quite bad. But yeah, sorry, dude. And also, thank you. Had to bust one of my favorite YouTubers' chops at least once. Well, I'm fine with getting busted, man. I get busted plenty. I'm always down for that.
Okay.
Bust my ass if I deserve it.
Bugboat has been disconnected.
And Tex, tell Gam Girl
Yes.
Sack I said hi.
Roger.
I'm sure he will. No, I'm sure that will come up in the next conversation. I'll be there. You need to
know how
tell me to do
sometimes-
that.
You know,
I'm up for it.
you know how sometimes the conversation in one of these streams goes a little pear-shaped?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just these streams.
Whoa! Is that just dramatic? Yeah, it's just dramatic lighting. You managed to look like a very, very large ship there for a second, Farrell. It was just I changed back out of the control panel into the main view, and there's this like huge shadow, or what looked like actually just a huge ship hovering over the top. But yeah, we need to go and find some uranium. So this is not a good spot. Like, why are you disconnected? Reconnect, Mr. Farrell. Reconnect.
Okay.
Rejoin the shoulder.
thought
I kind of want to see though if
I thought we were going to test it with the ship's disconnected.
Yeah, because we've got I've got plenty of power. I've got 13 days. So let me do one little tweak here.
13 days.
I know.
I don't think YouTube would like that. 4 hours is what you got, not 13 days.
Okay.
Already almost killed myself. Do as little flying around in space with the jetpack as possible. As soon as gravity is removed, it becomes ridiculous.
Okay. So it's 100 meters range. It's right.
Havoc says, what did I miss?
Wait, it's not disconnected on my end yet.
Havoc says, what did I miss?
I'm gonna turn it on and go.
Am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
Okay.
Is it doing anything?
Doing priority mining. The priority needs to be platinum. Ice. Uranium. Is it doing anything?
No.
Not seeing anything.
Who's Radium? I don't know. I haven't met him yet. Sounds like a cool dude.
Okay.
If a little millennial.
Control. Access denied. What? Are you kidding me?
Well then, anti-climax of the century.
Controls.
What do we got next?
Walk, walk.
Okay, let me see if I can... Nope, still access denied. Are you kidding me?
You do not belong. One of us. One of us.
Been replaced with a pod person.
Hey Wasted is at heart shopping at the store due to being an extremely popular YouTuber. Like, fuck it is. I'm not an extremely popular YouTuber. What YouTubers have you been watching? That ain't me, bro. Sadly. As much as I'd like it to be.
There is uranium here.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it doing any mining?
No, not that I can see.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
We all enjoy your videos here in Great Northern Wisconsin. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate the support, dude, but yeah. It's only that support that means that this still works.
Larger traffic has priority.
Okay, iron, ice. I got an ore detector on the tugboat now.
I found the intentions weak spot.
Okay, I found the uranium. It's over where I'm at, where my beacon is.
Okay.
It's actually got a nice, lovely little cavity full of iron and uranium.
Don't really need the iron side of things, but hey. Just bought this game on £5 on G2A. Reckon it was worth it. Well, aside from the question of whether or not G2A is a little scumbaggy, which it probably is, but I can understand it, to be fair. Is it worth it? Yeah. I mean, I think this shows up. Let's have a look. I think if we show...
I've got my... I am pointed right at it here. You've got a line of sight to it from this side of the hole.
Okay.
Come on, Steam. You can do this. There you go. So there's some value there.
Well, this may not actually be working. Which is odd because it was mining stone earlier.
Yeah. You got manual control, right?
That's what I'm trying.
And it's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Let's try mining some uranium manually. Let Bob pick it up and see if it's a power issue. There's plenty of uranium here, right on the surface. It'll be in range.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Do you have a refinery on the intentions?
I do have a refinery.
I thought you had one, yeah.
Yep. I have not yet replaced it.
Don't. I think it's valuable to have the ability to do this, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. And of course, I'm gonna have to pick up that pink again. Can you paint the turret pink?
Farrell subs up to 617. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Good job. He needs the love. He puts a lot of time and effort into his videos. He's constantly hassling me about it, if nothing else. Like, oh, dude, I just got this. This thing just happened, and I'm about to make it to admit it. It is true. Like, you were doing it before the stream and talking about hive ships and, like, there you go. If you want a promo, apparently releasing later today is some hive ship encounters, thug boat versus hive ship.
Yep, it's actually out now.
Well, there you go.
14 minutes was a little long to try to feature during the stream.
No, that's fair enough. I got to remind people that Airsoft is coming, and not only that, but I've said this many times because I'm a terrible person, but I have been realizing that in order to not be a terrible person, you need to start off by not being a terrible person. It was an important lesson. It took a while to learn. Wow. Tex.
Yeah.
Can we really not leave you alone for more than 3 minutes before you start redesigning the good intentions?
I'm not redesigning. I'm trying to fix the problem. If the
I
problem
understand.
is the
I'm
turret,
just saying. It does amuse me that every time I look up, it's like, oh, yeah, a second. Tex has just got one more thing he needs to do. It's like your vintage car that you've been kicking around with for God knows how many years. Like a work of many hours. He's been restoring her. He's been buffing her. He's rebuilt the engine by this point many times. First time it just wasn't quite right, you know.
Yeah, you know, I think I can get 10 more horsepower out of the
that's what I'm
sucker if I
saying.
just rebuild it a little bit longer.
Just one
Reline
more
those
polish.
injectors.
One more polish. The ports they aren't quite as clean as they could be.
All right, we got 23,000 uranium on board right now, or at least.
Yeah, by doing it manually?
Apparently so.
Okay. Oh wait, we do? Have you been manually mining it, or were we actually getting uranium that whole time and we just didn't know it?
Uh-oh, blackmail drone. What the heck does that one do?
Blackmail?
Oh, the come here or else. Yep.
Okay.
This is the guy who wants you to go to him.
Where
is he?
Where did I leave my ship?
There
she
towards
is.
my beacon.
Hello, banana.
How can you lose something that's white and red
Colorblind.
and is out in the sun? It's still a bright object.
Look, I'm now capable of using that as an excuse for pretty much anything. Shush your face.
All right.
I'm just colorblind.
I'm on your
right?
6, following you out.
That means I can't see high contrast items directly in front of me and such.
Oh, well, the mining beam has a range of 100. Jeez, 800.
Messy.
The turret was at 100. Yeah.
Ah, were you setting the range on the wrong bit, basically?
Well, it wasn't letting me set the other bit.
Ah, okay, okay. Fair enough. I'm just wondering what it was that caused that, babe. Right, I'm afraid, my friend, that I have not... Please read the text panels near the collector funnel.
Oh, this sounds like a trap.
Really? Whoop. Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm just taking you apart slowly because I left my bomb.
Mine's off.
Mine's off now as well. Okay. Text panels. What do you say? We got a C now.
Yeah. Well, since you guys are doing that, I'm going to hold off on doing this drill just in case it ends up crashing the entire thing.
I'm zooming in with my camera.
He wants us to give him 1,500 nickel ingots within the next 17 minutes. Otherwise, he's going to report us to nearby forces.
I've got him lined up for a straight through shot on my Gats. Shall we give him his reply? Or would you rather just send him to the briny deep with the Mark 1s?
Nope, say hello. The Mark 1s feel a little overkill for this scenario. Dead man switch activated, eh? Calling reinforcements. Good for you, friend. Where are these reinforcements? I like the idea of reinforcements. Backup transmitter activated. Guess we might be able to take out the transmitter and stop the reinforcements coming in. I'm gonna go and check. I have to admit I have no inclination on shooting it.
Yep.
It's already disappeared. Might still be there. I can see a little blip on the screen, but I can't see where it is. No, I reckon it's gone. I've traveled far enough now.
Slug boat is a slug boat when she's fully loaded down.
Apparently so.
Okay. Can I get a quick save?
Don't do anything
That's
yet.
always reassuring.
Let us deal with these drone nasties, if there are any such a thing. They will soon show themselves if they do exist. It says it was calling reinforcements. So far, not a huge amount. And yes, the thug boat is sluggish because, in comparison, like the rear thruster setup on this is enormous. So while I weigh a lot more, I've got that chunky rear end, like big butts, and I cannot lie. Hey, brother, can you deny?
Right. Hmm?
Can you deny?
Nay, I cannot.
Yay! Verily, I cannot deny. Forsooth, it is the truth.
2-3 kamikaze drones.
I see him.
2K out.
I see him.
A shapely prostier doth get him brung, as they say in the vernacular. Do you guys need me to head to your location or no?
Nah, we're good.
Yep.
This is actually a really nice little find, this asteroid.
Targets intercepted.
Target down, Captain. Returning to base.
Roger that.
Hey, Farrell.
Which way is base?
Fancy checking out this unknown signal, given it's right here.
Clockwork. Plot lost. Initiating reboot.
An unknown signal. Why, that could be anything. That could be a cow suit for text.
I believe it's a donation. I just need to open the box. That's how it goes, right?
Yes.
I was gonna say, which unknown signal are you heading for? Because it's not the one I'm seeing here.
Try your luck to get a new special item. I got a cow suit!
Nice. We now know what the official uniform for the Good Intentions is, apparently.
Oh, that's brilliant.
All right, men. It's time to launch. Put on your cow suits.
That'll be more appropriate.
I got a graffiti welder. Yay.
Oh, congrats.
But that's not cow themed.
But I'm just being nice. Hate on me for that? Come on now.
Alright, now I'm on TV.
Oh, I should have brought it back. Yeah, I should have hauled it home for Tex. Just locked onto it and brought it back for him. Like, Tex, here's a cow suit for you. Okay. I will remember that for any future loot box encounters. They need to be collected and brought home. Oh no, we need to build up a collection of loot boxes in like the back end of our base.
Just drop them all.
Yeah, we need to build up, and I'm not allowed to open them until we've got a minimum of 10 loot boxes. Just have to lock them in there.
You just have to do it after each level, you know, just like open the loot box. Oh no, man, I only got a commoner's loot box.
Level up. Do the same with the Glastros. We just drag them back. Leave them in there.
I got a drop, but I can't actually use that on this character. Darn it.
Out on Thursday. Vermintide. Let's slay some rats in glorious fashion.
You see what I did there? Not very subtle.
Not 100%, but no.
No, not my strong point.
So, are you ready? Have you redistributed our uranium supplies amongst all of your reactors?
No, I haven't. I went to go hand mine them real quick.
Yeah, we've got like 26,000 on board right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's lots of uranium there because we did plenty of hand mining when we first arrived. It just needs to be distributed about the reactors so that we've got a maximum power.
That refinery is still being managed by Tim. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not doing anything.
Really? Why can't I draw to you? What? What crack are you smoking there, refinery?
The best. Fresh.
The best
Fresh
crack.
supply.
Oh boy. Keen is just Space Engineers is just doing its best to give me footage for the stream next week. You are now for a moment there, Wasted. I don't know if you're familiar with the Kerbal Space Program Kraken, but you were doing a very good imitation of it. Like the whole spaghettification.
I hate this game. Someone take jetpacks away from me.
That's why you disappear.
I'm not allowed to use jetpacks ever again. I'm just going to lie in this bed. I'm done. Sorry. Goodbye, guys. The rest of the stream is going to be dealt with entirely by Farrell and Textfire because I cannot be trusted to move.
Seems legit. Okay, let me try going through here then. See if I can do it now.
To be fair, you don't get to see these fuckers and how many times they're crashing.
I actually haven't.
Yeah, you say that. I'm going to shut the door on you so hard now. You better watch these doors. They're the jaws of death now.
There is 28.8K in a small container that I cannot
Hey, Farrell,
draw.
come check this thing. I found something really cool in here. Come find it. It's right here. Look, right here.
Would it be something that is potentially with a end that does some velocity metal coming out of the end of it? Very high velocity metal?
No. I don't have any ammo. It's fine. It's right here.
Uh-huh.
Just come and check. It's just the other side of this door.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, watch up. Scouting drone.
Where at?
You guys are done with your shenanigans.
I've got no HUD track on. Oh, there we go.
None of these shenanigans are intentional, please, Tex. I'm not trying to kill myself.
Transmitting location.
No. They're really not game for us mining, apparently. That's just like not an allowed thing. Oh, obliterated. Just fragments and mess off into space. However, apparently there's reinforcements, so...
Yep.
Tex, do you want to disable those ISMs for the time being?
I didn't know they were enabled.
Yep, they
were pretty enabled.
No, they're off.
There was some pretty obvious ISM fire going on there. There still is.
And it's still going. Yeah.
I believe you. I'm just saying.
No, I'm with you. If it's a group you're looking at, turn them all on and off again, because it may be that some of the groups are on and some of the groups
are
are
on
off.
again.
And it's not like actually displaying it correctly, because it only shows you the stats of the first block in the group.
I'm so
Boy, do I need to
confused.
overhaul this to the Mark IV.
When you group a whole bunch of stuff, when you turn them on and off, etc., it will only actually show you the on-off status, etc., of the first block in that group. It doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Oh, okay. You said you were confused. I was trying to help.
No, I'm confused as to why it's doing it.
Ah, well, that I can accept. Are we ready for another mining beam test?
No, not really. Not especially, because I still haven't been able to get anything into the actual refinery. For reasons that I cannot explain yet, but I am trying to resolve.
Okay.
Right now, this ship is experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Please stand by. Okay. Now let's see. What do we got going now? Tell me you're doing something now, refinery. No, you're not. Why are you not doing anything?
Is the refinery even on?
It is on. I will turn it off and turn it back on to prove that it is indeed on. I have placed uranium inside the refinery. I have turned it on.
I'm looking at the uranium. I'm looking at the refinery. The refinery is very clearly on. Is the ship power turned off?
Not as far as I know.
Doesn't look like it.
It has lights on. It has other things.
Use conveyor might be off, but it's got it in its inventory, so that's entirely irrelevant.
Hey, are use conveyors off on it?
It
Is that possible?
But that's not going to do anything.
Oh, I know what it is. Tim turns off use conveyors, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's not going to do anything. The uranium is in its inventory.
It wasn't.
It was.
It was in the container that is named container refinery. The one that I just added to the end of it so I could add cargo manually through the top of it.
Okay.
Because I couldn't figure out what was going on. So apparently I'd forgotten that Tim, when he's controlling these things, turns the use inventory off.
Okay, so we've got a lot of uranium that needs refining.
And I just took it off. I just turned it.
Yeah, I see.
Turned it off from use auto. So that's what. Okay. Never mind. All good. So yes, let us try.
Try what? We can't try that until the uranium's refined. Otherwise, we get the same result as before. We need more power. You want to fill your reactors up.
Yeah. Let me look and see what my reactors have. All of my I take it back. Not all of my reactors have ammo.
That's what I'm thinking, is you actually lost uranium from some of your total reactors, so the overall power output was lower.
Okay, every reactor has... Nope. No, what the heck? I just dragged some into the large reactor and it just dragged it back out. Tim, you're drunk.
You're not actually running... Are you running Tim on that ship?
I don't know.
I don't think you are. I'm pretty certain I searched earlier on in the stream and found that only the base was actually running a Tim timer. I think that might...
No, it is running it. It was running it. There was a backup timer.
Okay. Well, in the interim...
Let's try this again. In the interim, what?
Well, you said let's try this again, so I was wondering what you were about to try again.
Oh, okay.
I was suspicious of it being a mining laser.
Nope. I'm literally going to...
Barrel?
Mm-hmm.
Come.
Do we get another volunteer to test out our ships against?
Just a little. He looks so pretty as well. It's going to be a shame to break his face.
You only hurt the ones you love.
That is blatantly not true.
Well, that was your cue to start singing, actually, but...
I don't like that song, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Mr. Phantom. It's kind of a sexy ship. Incoming.
Oh, there he is, finally.
You spy?
Yep.
Turrets down on rear. I feel like maybe this one's one we want to fly home if we can.
Of course you're gonna say that just when I close within ramming distance.
Well, she seems to be very poorly defended, and I've taken out the top turret without dealing too much damage. If we can do the same on any other turrets, where... No, actually, I think that might be it for turrets.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
the
not
upper side.
seeing much. I checked the lower side, and I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely within range. She should be engaging.
Want to lock on? Go for a little examine inside?
Alright, let's see.
See if we can't recover ourselves a free large ship there with limited damage?
Sure, let's see if this goes any better than last time I tried to do this with a thug.
Do you want me to stop her first?
Nope. Should be good. Oh, come on, lock on. Got her. Slowing down.
On also. Helping.
She is clanging out like crazy on my end. She's got refineries on her, 2 of them.
She's stopped. Let's get on board.
Yep.
Okay, there is an interior turret somewhere.
Alright,
I'm going to open up the hangar bay on the rear end. Alright, access denied, so I'm going to grind it down, hack.
Alright, I got a side window here that might be breachable. Okay, she's got artificial gravity. And an oxygen tank, too. See if I can get access.
So we definitely got an interior turret somewhere. Found it. Well, pair of interior turrets through the hole I made in the back.
Yeah, 2 of them. Yep, you got them down?
No, I've got me dead.
Okay, I've got eyes on one of them. Yeah, my health is indeed critical. I've got some shots laid in on, oh, I can see one here. Problem is, it's on the other side of this large reactor here. I don't know if I'm hitting it or the reactor. Okay, 1 turret down.
Well then. Can you send a GPS beacon, please?
Yes.
Yep.
Not you, Tex. Farrell.
Oh.
I've respawned at you because I died over there. I need to get back to my ship.
Copy the clipboard. Oh, come on, Keen. There you go.
There you go.
Got just enough of a drift it's making taking out this last turret really difficult. Got it. Both turrets down.
Nice.
You are now safe to board.
Coming.
Check out, what do we got on here? If we are going to fly this thing home, I think we're going to want this junk out of here.
See if I can avoid killing myself on the return journey. Would be nice.
No guarantees.
Oh, indeed.
There we go. But for some reason, the refinery is not in with the rest of the conveyor network. Either some change I made, or maybe this is the first time I've ever messed with it to the point where I noticed it or not, but...
Yeah, I could have looked for body location. My problem is that when you hold all, it does like weird things with your sensitivity because it also adjusts your head angle instead of your body position. And so it makes it like when you've got loads of signals on your thing as well, and then suddenly your sensitivity is like tripled on top of that. It's a pain in the ass, basically. So yes, I miss things.
Okay,
I'm
got
back.
control of the cockpit. Okay, positive control.
Should be able to take control of the whole thing now from there.
Yep.
Nice.
Can you pop in the tugboat and turn off the thrusters and dampers?
And can you
'Cause they're
share
still
the
on.
ship?
Yeah,
Let's see
let's
how much
try that.
uranium we've got.
I can try. I do not have...
Yes, where is the tugboat?
Okay, try it. On the underside of it, I think. Yep.
Okay. I think I've made a quick patch which will hopefully fix it.
I am not seeing it, man.
Hang on.
Oh, it's attached. It's already hooked on.
Yeah, but the dampeners and thrusters are still
okay.
on. Should be 6 to kill the thrusters on it.
Done.
Alright. And away we go.
Back to the intentions.
Yeah. Didn't even do any serious damage to the propulsion on this thing, so she should be perfectly good.
Okay, good deal. All right, well, the good intentions is actually sorted out now. Apparently, when I removed the upper landing pad connector, I actually removed the way that the reactor was connected.
Yeah, she's got a bit hotter than the roof, and that seems to be about it.
Yeah. Well, that damage to one of the oxygen tanks and the large reactor back here, but she's got enough power otherwise.
Repairable. If we fancy another ship. Tex, please turn off your turrets. Or the
turrets,
pikemans, at least.
Pikemans, I think, are off.
Okay.
Off, 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 off. Yep, they're all off.
Sweet. Coming in.
No, she's got an ore detector on her too.
Nice. You say we now have our interplanetary ship. I suppose so, but it wasn't interplanetary that we were looking for. It was SSDO. We just haven't got that far in this stream. Need to go surface to orbit and back again. That's the point.
Yep.
Come on, slow down.
I do see a super gremlin.
It's getting
2.54.
Yeah, it's getting remarkably near.
It's visible now.
Right, I'm going to turn on my dampers to slow us down because you
Yep.
seem to be struggling a bit.
Much. Yeah.
And then I'm going to disconnect and abandon ship for the
All right.
taking on.
You do have a bit on you smoking there.
I know.
I'm
Bob's
gonna bring.
He's repairing.
Bringing the Phantom up closer to your techs.
Roger that.
Oh, this thing needs the new thrusters. Oh, that's why I'm maxing out the power because that damaged reactor.
So cute.
Come on, burn, do the burn.
Whoa.
I think that's the one we saw before, isn't it? Is that the one that we took the last time? Wasted?
I think it looks like a different one from what you guys had last time.
Those outlying arms that was throwing me off.
Is Bob trying to dismantle
Yeah,
it right now?
Bob is trying to take it apart.
Okay, let me try to slow down then.
No,
Before he takes
that's
my
fine.
maneuver.
That's
I
fine.
just cut
That's
it
fine.
in half.
Nice.
let me get. Well, yeah, it's always gonna have enemy grind on. So yeah.
Come on, ship. Let me move around.
Yes, that is the second one of those we've commandeered, to be fair.
Let me get this beacon ground down and re-weld it.
Yeah, as I was mentioning to Lucas the other day, I'm thinking we're getting to the point where we need to turn off the experts and just have Lucas's stuff spawn.
Yep.
It's far more of a threat. This stuff just flies lazily from one direction to another, and most of it doesn't even have that many turrets on it. It's a bit too easy. However, give me your parts, ship. Am I full? I may well be full.
Do we need to bring the good intentions over there?
Yeah, I think so. I'm packed out.
Yeah, it looks like...
Hitting you up with an GPS.
Roger that.
That's why she's out of uranium in that large reactor.
Who is?
The Phantom here.
Oh, okay.
And she's got stuff that's been bounced around the inside. That's not helping.
Okay, well, yeah, it's just, she sounds like something is rattling around in her belly, ready to go. Okay, well, we have a GPS for this asteroid.
Head on over. We also have 12 minutes remaining.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yikes.
So, yeah, head on over.
I will do that as soon as I can borrow some uranium from the thug boat.
Just doing a little bit of thieving here and there.
Oh, actually, no, I can... You're still here. You haven't left yet. Good.
Yep.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the latest...
Yay! Stealing
John
shit
W.
from me. I see how you are.
Just a little.
Just to answer your
tiny
question
bit.
there, from what I've heard, the latest EEM does indeed work. Someone's taken over maintenance of that mod, and so it does work again. And I was intrigued to actually give it a go. But I don't want to interfere with what Lucas is doing, because Lucas is legit, like, involving himself with this series and trying to do stuff that's interesting because of what we're doing, and I don't want to interfere with that too much, to be honest. I know the two do work together, but it would detract from some of the cool drones that Lucas has been making.
I'm not even seeing where that is. Did I do that right? Oh, would help if I actually turned it on. Oh.
Are you coming, Mr. Tex?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Are you sure? It's not
Sure.
seeming like you're coming. My cargo is full. I can do nothing. My cargo's full, my ammo's empty.
Well, you know.
It's bad times.
Whoa, this ship's gyro heavy.
Your ship or the one
Yeah,
you
the
captured?
Phantom.
That's
The Phantom's definitely acting gyro happy right now. Heard you right the first time, Mabel. I know, ship fuel's low.
She's just keen. Don't worry about it.
we're taking it apart, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is half of the ship. There was a front
What'd
half.
you do with the other half?
It's
What'd you do
floating
with the
off
other
somewhere else. I can only keep track of one half of it. There's only one of me, Tex. Somewhere elsewhere is the other half of this ship. I cut it in half, and now it's gone. That's the
Okay.
thing. Do you have a connector aboard the Intentions that I could...
I do indeed. I have one
On
right
the
up on
top.
top.
Yes, on the top
Yep.
of the back. Roger.
Right next to your shoulder pad.
I see. There's a very pretty color glow coming from the combination of the sun and the welding. Like, there's a nice orange that. Like, very sort of orange-yellow color, very sun glow. I like that.
Well, we may not have made it down to the surface yet today, but
There's
I'm
some
not feeling
progress.
like I feel like we made some progress today. We managed to get the tower finished. We managed to pick up a Phantom, another one. We managed to get a hacker drone.
Yeah.
Is the Phantom's intent off? Oh, you got the Phantom too close. Move the Phantom away.
Hang on, in the blasted pilot seat. Got dampers on anyway, so it was going to stop.
Okay, slight moment.
Okay, I've got visual on that hacker drone.
Yeah, why don't you get that thing further away so we can finish taking this other thing apart? Or just own the rest of it.
What I've been trying to do, it is not letting me take ownership.
Roger that. Okay.
Backing off.
Alright, well. Gonna turn Bob back on. That's odd. Can't find an access point. Aha! So, yeah. We managed to pick up a couple odds and ends. We found another source of uranium, which isn't actually not at the donut or in the on the moon. And managed to move the guns around a little bit on the Good Intentions. I feel like that was a well-spent stream. Mr. Space?
Oh, yeah, I'm dying. I'm dying, man.
Okay.
I'm not happy with the fact that we've got corrupt hacker drone just hanging around just right there.
Well, you wanted the Phantom to back off.
And one last donation. The one who is odd gave $5 and said, as it's almost the end, I'll say goodnight. Can't wait until next week's streams, as it's the only thing that gets me through the work week sometimes. Well, that's really nice of you to say.
Ha.
And thank you for the donation.
Cheers, the one who is odd. Yeah, the cargo, like, inventories don't seem to be making a huge amount of sense. Like, I know there's stuff in the inventory, but, like, I can't access it from the cockpit of the same ship. I can't even see it from the cockpit of the same ship. You're like,
heading up for the hacker drone.
A second. What is broken in this ship?
Are we engaging or are we wrapping?
We have 50. We have 6 minutes remaining. Let's engage.
Perfect.
He just disappeared. Nope, there
No,
he
he's
is.
still
back.
there.
Nope, there he is.
Oh, now he's gonna move off. Unless I intercept him first.
Yep, go ahead and intercept.
Yeah, my
Since
pretty.
you're closing in, I will not shoot him with the coil gun.
Space engineers, you do manage to come up with some very pretty scenes from time to time.
This is gonna be.
It's
Yeah,
alright,
he's
stream.
outpacing
I
at
know
this
my
point.
helmet's open.
If I had the bombast laser on this design, I'd be going after him right now, but nope.
Yeah, he is going
He's-
faster than we are, isn't he?
Yep, he's already at max speed.
Alright,
RTB.
RTV.
Okay.
Brakes for a
Well,
second, Farrell.
slug boat.
Mhm.
Dare I get close to the slug boat? Or will it immediately start getting ground? Guess we'll find out. But do you like the theme that you've got going there now?
The slug boat.
The slug boat.
It's not a bad ship. It's just woefully underpowered right now. And
It's
in
just-
need of the new
it's-
thrusters.
It's a very standard ship compared to what we've ended up building. Okay, theoretically, since it is now a green antenna, it shouldn't...
Huh, we'll see. We'll see.
Nope, it's not grinding it. Oh, nope,
Looks
it
like-
is grinding it.
Yeah, I don't think we fully own it. We can figure
Yeah,
that out next time, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah, at this point, I've got.
I think while we can take over it thanks to the NPC takeover mod, I think the deal is that we don't actually own enough of it for Bob to go, yeah, that's actually your ship.
no, wasted, you're crashing.
I know. I'm trying to lock on, but for some reason my landing gear, there we go.
Okay,
My landing gear wasn't playing ball, but I'm locked in.
gotcha. Thought you were gonna connect with the connector and unload.
Nope. Locking on.
Okay.
I think we're done.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I
Well, if
think
it's
you
the end of the stream, I want to remind everyone if you've enjoyed yourself, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. It always helps. Also, that other fine gentleman over there, Farrell, Farrell 1701, has his own YouTube channel, which hopefully has quite a few more subscriptions now. But if you haven't subscribed to him, please consider doing so. Also, the Discord details are in the video description. And I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I did.
Come and join me on the bridge, Mr. Employee, who is not actually employed by me, but still manages to. Actually, not on the bridge, but on the top of the ship. I think there's a nice. I think there's a nice lighting position here for us to end on. So yeah, as Mr. Texfire has kindly done for me, because apparently I don't even need to do that anymore.
Where are we at?
Please go and check. The link's down in the video description. Don't forget to hit the stream up with a like if you've enjoyed what you've seen this evening. Maybe a little bit. I know it's chaos, but it's sort of vaguely organized chaos. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we need text down on the lower level. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Lovely. Need to get my torch on.
Oh, okay. Thought we were going torches off.
No, sometimes they add a nice bit of extra contrast to the scene. Oh, looking very pretty. Thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget, I also stream on Twitch. Currently doing a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday schedule. You can find the link down below. Divinity on Mondays, random stuff on Wednesdays, and then Space Engineers on the Fridays. Good stuff, for the most part. Last week, I have to admit, was Sea of Thieves, but it was worth it. You can check that out too. Me, Shaq, Tex, my brother. It was funny. Either way, thanks for joining us, folks. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for all of your donations, support for the channel. There's no question that there would no way I would be doing this otherwise. We will see you, well, at the very least, next week. Goodbye.